spell via the beads allowed to summon an angelic creature amongst them. Deva just flies and hovers above the true drow or close to them, magical sword bow at hand. As you see, the warriors have placed already their weapons down. They relinquish the shields as well and put both of their hands above their head as if they are about to be executed or shot point blank. The angelic creature will speak, reach out towards them in the elven tongue. For those that understand, which I believe is currently everyone aside of Goel, because Jeffers is still under the effect of tongues.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be afraid, children, far gods. You have been through a terrible fate, misguided. You have learned to expect a whip for your mistakes, misfortunes, or failure. But you've never learned to accept mercy from a foe. And though I might seem as one, I am not. And our goddess is a merciful one. She will fly slightly behind to give them a little bit of room and an opportunity. Their eyes cling towards them as the devils start for a quick moment to inform and speak to them. Zirin will approach a little bit closer to them and start advocating for his goddess, for his failures, sharing solidarity and stories that they can sympathize, for he has been in such a state. Deva won't need to say much more other than that. It will allow Zirin to do the talking, looking towards him proudly as he does, fly slightly closer towards the gate and where you are all are, as Snowsong is once again taking a more concrete form. Her eyes will shift towards Judas, towards Jethros, towards Elohim. In the back as Goel is approaching. In the common tongue now, she will shift and speak to them. Greeting, warriors that fight next to the silver-touched knight that summoned me. She will put the bow behind her back, strap it in there. A faint melody can be heard as the strings are plucked.
Hi.
I have been summoned to aid you, and I have been summoned in the thick of battle. That could have perhaps be even more dangerous or reckless, but I have survived. That is what matters for now. She looks up and ahead. What you see up there is a desecrated site, an area of vile worship, cultic followers of that which left, followers of the Elder Eye, the Lord of Slime. He goes by many names. It, it goes by many names. And though they are in similar fate as the followers of my goddess, of my maiden, are stricken down, and arrows are put behind their back, and targets are always behind them. So are theirs, these followers. And make no mistake that they share the sympathy of our goddess. If the Spider Queen is a vain lady, a vain mistress that seeks to undo the goodness that all of those elves could do, this deity that is worshipped up and ahead wants only to plunge this world into darkness, cares little for politics, but only destruction, and to satisfy its endless hunger. I've, Go ahead, Jethro. You were about to say something. I don't like to monologue.
Damn. That's it.
I've been summoned to aid you, and aid you I will. But first, we must see every danger up and ahead as what it truly is, and prioritize what needs to be done. I was summoned here by them and looks towards Irin, but they have already see to the greater mission that they were sent in this world. My question is, what is yours in here?
There's this like spider lady, or no, it wasn't spider. It was a regular lady that like came in and like messed with like the weave of fate or something. Points to Zonkir, made our people a lot like that, and spider lady, spider queen's forces are like attacking each other, trying to get to her and stuff.
Zonkir will add a few words explaining the situation a little bit more at depth as the devil will look to the rest of you. I see. So this passage through here offers a shortcut. May it be used then, but we must cleanse our way through here. This place cannot remain as is. So before we move, we just move through it, we will cleanse this place from its vileness. That is a divine act, and it is what must be done.
Ugh. Is that going to take like a long time? Because we're sort of like on a time constraint here.
It will take as much time as it is needed. I have not visited this place before.
Okay.
I will stick to your side and aid you all as this happens.
Sounds good. Well, we best get to it. I look at Zir and Two Drow, and I lean over to Judas. I'm like, "Hey, Judas, like, are we letting
Hmm.
are we thinking of letting these two go? Like, what if they go back to the Drow?"
Well, I don't want to say no, but
I'm just thinking that, like, if they go back to the Drow, or like, we're sort of fucked because they're gonna tell them. But like, also, if they don't want to go back to the Drow and then they get caught, they're gonna become a bunch of subbies again.
I know, but oh, we just tie them up here
I
and
don't
take
know.
them with us.
Something to take up with Zeron over there. I don't fucking know. I don't want to take them with us because they're just gonna drag us down.
Well, you know, the easiest question answer. You know, the easiest answer to this, right?
Oh yeah, I was just I was looking for like someone to say no.
No, no, no. I mean, we don't have to be responsible for it. Just turn around and saying, "Go, all these trials seem to come from the same place that you know." Let him take care of it. Go.
Hey Zirin, you sending these guys back to their people? Like, what's happening?
Jiren will turn for a quick moment and put a pause into the conversation he's having and take a step closer to you. Common tongue, he will speak. Oh no, quite the opposite. They will join us. And they will follow us. But they need
Oh,
a moment to pick up the strength,
are they
not
gonna like?
to further our quest. But it is my divine duty to show them to the outside world,
They're
to
gonna
give them a
keep up though,
chance.
right?
I have to give them a chance to find others like me, others like us. They won't slow us down.
Okay.
I will turn look to them. They already stabbed from behind. If they do that again, there will be no another chance, Aaron. Are you okay with that?
Jirin tries to master a little bit of courage. He seems conflicted, but he understands your point. However, the Deva will say, your wrath and vengeance for them in common, so the drow do not understand at that point, is burning within you. And that trait will, it will control your heart. No matter where you are, no matter where you go, you should show some sympathy for those creatures.
They did not show me sympathy when they threw me in the mud. They did not show me sympathy when they shamed me and dragged me to the underground. They did not show me empathy when they hanged me, make me starve for days.
I mean, these aren't the same people though, are they? I thought
They are.
those were like far away in a different mountain.
You have been branded. I see. That brings me a lot of pain. And maybe indeed they are not responsible for what happened to you. I'm sure they have done it to many others. But if you are truly looking to appoint vengeance and bring justice upon them, then ask yourself: you were a slave for how long? 10, 20, 30, 100 years? She asks you, Alwyn.
Yeah, not answering him. I'm looking at
They,
her. The answer was less than that, but he felt suffering more than that, and the trauma he gets not just because of is like the trauma and not because he been slaved is different also. So it's for him is complicated. He will look
it's
to
okay.
her. Yeah, he will
The
look
Deva,
at her. Go ahead.
the Deva continues. It sees just your pause for a moment. They have been enslaved since the day they were born. You had the benefit of knowing freedom that they never had. You had the benefit of being happy that they have never lived. You had a much better life than them in every turn into the dark paths and the lighted paths that is life.
Goel will interject.
Friend, I have felt the wrath and the whip of the drow. My family has all been enslaved, and we have freed them all. We have destroyed our enemy, but I cannot help but to confess, with each drow that we've killed, I did feel nothing. I did not bring back any of what I lost. As much as it pains me to say, we let them go. If you were given me to live this situation a few days, maybe weeks ago, I would not have hesitated to crush their skull. But there's no point in stooping to their level. We disarm them, send them on their way. We continue.
Bring you slightly into speed, Goel. They have already agreed to follow you wherever you go, because Zirin will provide them safe passage out of the Underdark. That is his whole deal. So they will be following right behind you. But yeah,
Some reason I thought we were
it's okay.
like letting them
And
go, but
for Alon, he
anyway.
was just to point out, Alon is not saying like I'm want to kill them now. Alon idea is if they attack me again in my back because they stabbed him last session in his back, he will not hesitate this time to like finish
Okay.
them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Goel will say,
And if they do the same thing they did earlier, we kill them. They are weak. They stand no chance against us. There's no point in destroying them.
I guess I do have a question. If they betrayed us, why can't we just...
No,
that's what I thought.
No,
We could
they
just
did
let
not
them go.
betray us. By the way, they did not betray us. Last session, they're fighting us. Alwyn told them, because Darren tell Alwyn, please don't kill them. Just kill the woman. This one, the Inquisitor.
They were
Yeah.
technically they were under her thumb. Like she's the one responsible for them. She's the superior from them. So they were following orders.
So they didn't stab you in the back.
No, they stabbed me in the back.
In the
During the
literal
fight.
sense,
Is it
they stabbed him in the
figurative?
back
Literal?
because of an opportunity attack. That's all.
Yes.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not a figurative.
No.
That's what I
Just
thought.
in the midst of fight, they took an opportunity attack. That is all.
Okay.
And like Alwyn, like, hey, if you attack me in the back, I'm gonna return after killing your Inquisitor, and I'll kill you.
They jabbed Allen with a
But they
fork
didn't-
once, and he's like, I'll kill you if you jab me with that fork again.
He's a man of his word. I mean, you can't say anything else.
I guess I don't know. They threw down their arms. They wanted to join us.
Yeah, after
Changes.
the women like were slain,
Died.
Went down.
Yeah.
since they are subservient to them.
Okay. I misunderstood the whole situation. Sorry.
No worries.
It's okay. But yeah, Alwyn will nod to you, Goel, understanding every word you said, like the thing you and your Goel family
yeah.
go through, because he was there with you at that time.
Yes. But the whole revealing the feeling nothing about killing them or not feeling any gratification or satisfaction of the revenge, thinking that it would make you feel better or it would bring something back, it didn't bring anything back. Cycle of death doesn't help with the trauma. That's what Goel was trying to say. And to keep them with us or to let them go is, it's the same thing. It's just, spare them. That's the idea. That's all Goel is gonna, say. And then just gonna walk.
Deva flying alongside the rest of you, as her divine purpose calls for her to cleanse this place. Zirin will stay for a quick moment, slightly behind, as he is aiding those drow. He's doing a medicine check, helping stitch up their wounds as you are advancing further up and ahead. And in front of you, this massive pool of ooze and slime extends up and ahead. And you cannot help but wonder as this hole, as you can see faint lights left and right, appearing and fading out of existence with multicolored hues. You cannot feel but only wonder what lies up and ahead in here. You can feel a harrowing presence, whole area, that is. The temperature is chilling, shivers down your spine, but you make it over to here. You take a quick test of it, Jethros, and the slime coats your hands. It has an acidic texture, but not enough to harm you, at least not right now.
Um,
The
what's
cavern wall opens further ahead.
what's like the density like? Is it sort of like one of those YouTube videos where it's like a jelly filled pool?
Pretty much. That is how it looks like.
Jellyfish.
You cannot see the very floor below you.
Like we can't see through it?
Not entirely
Hmm.
through the ground to the floor. That is.
Was Zirin asking for like a short rest sort of thing?
Not really. Zirin is
Okay.
just right behind you. Can move whenever you do so. He just takes a quick moment, as he will soon return. The player will be returning in a moment now.
Okay.
So, as I walk in, I'll look back to the Deva. How you is cleansing this place need to get rid of something? Oh, you do some kind of ritual?
The Deva flies across and above this ooze and slimy texture. Let me just bring down the grid. It's prettier without. As she will speak towards you, Alwyn. I don't know the exact way, but I can sense that this place is vile. There's a presence stirring within here. It is not uninhabited. She looks around. There are those that haunt it to this day. As you move up and ahead, Jethros, around the area, you can see columns into the distance, pillars and doors blocking the path up and ahead.
I want to look for.
Onto the other, onto the other side, and just to give you, you see even more of this liquid, this slime texture that is around, and you hear a faint skittering into the distance. But that is further up and ahead.
I want to look for traps.
Uh, make me a Give me just a quick second and investigation check.
I will help you. Could I help him with it? I have advantage on these, but I don't have a good.
Sure, you can get around them advantage as well.
Yeah, I will help him.
It's normal either way.
Oh, you have exhaustion.
A few things that you notice, Jethros, as you move towards there with the keen observing skills of Alwyn, you just put your hand beside them and kind of just grab them and slide slightly to the side, as the area is not that heavily well lit, and that texture onto the wall seems darker than it should. There is a presence, a handful of slimes over there that just coated as part of the wall, but they are absorbing the line rather than reflecting it. Anyone that tries to pass through there, you have to deal with them first.
I
They're not aggravated right now, they're just coated onto the wall.
over the stones I will speak telepathically. There's two slimes protecting the doorway to the way on the right. Keep your distance.
Can I try to see?
It's rather far from you. You have to get to where they are. Go fast.
But I do have the.
I know,
It's
but
in another
it's
room.
not within. Yeah, it's in
I can't
out of
see
your
through
line of
doors.
sight. No,
You can't
that's
see
not where you
around
are.
a corner unless you have a
That's
periscope.
right. I don't have X-ray vision.
Not yet. That is not what you have.
Not
Quick
yet.
You get that
moment
in this
to
cavern.
bring Zirin up to speed. Zirin, you first things first. Welcome back. Secondly, you are taking care of this drow. You explain the ways of your deity, not in much detail, but in some detail. And they have agreed for you to show them the way out. So they will be following you after they complete the short rest themselves, because they are in terrible shape. But they will stay back so they do not endanger more of you as they follow. The Deva is with you. However, she has asked that she will follow on your journey. However, first you cleanse this place, because this is a shrine of that which lacks, the Lord of Slime, and this is a defiling place for her to be. No matter your priorities, this takes head above all else.
All right. Well,
And she's currently joining the rest of the group into unveiling the secrets in here.
I mean, makes sense. Right. So, what's the agreed way to cross this lake of what I assume is something highly corrosive?
Very much so. You can move around over to here. There is a path that your allies have already taken.
All right.
Well, your Jethris would let you know in your head that you are danger close to what he was telling you to avoid.
I suppose greatness is never close to safety. Well, yeah, I meant to say, Zeren will not pass before Zonkir. He won't let him be the last one. He wants eyes on him.
Now I'll follow with you. And if you can move my man just with them, sorry, I'm just currently
No worries.
multitasking here at the moment with hello, little one.
All right. Sure. He'll start crossing, making sure to give the two hopefully soon redeemed uh, drow a helping hand should they need it.
They'll stay slightly behind for the time being, as they will rest and they will follow you right after, so they do not endanger either themselves or you in the mission up ahead.
All right. But Zurin will plead with them uh, to prioritize their survival if something comes for them here. Well, they are. They have lived as drow, so of course they will. But eh,
Over to here, however, it is where Jethro informs you, Goel, that the walls are covered with slime, and advancing any further than that point will probably endanger you.
Okay. Slime.
Tries to open door.
I thought it was covered in slime, though.
No,
Press against
This
the
right
door.
here.
Oh, I
Here.
thought you said doors. I was like,
The
what?
doorway.
This is the doorway?
A pathway.
a path. Yeah.
Okay.
A portal, if you will.
Oh, it looks like a little pool.
You move up ahead, Jethro, and you can see around this whole area strange markings and strange writing all over across the wall. You look to the left side and you see coal standing in there. And then to the other side, an empty pedestal, almost looking like an altar.
Okay, I can't believe we gotta fucking help this bitch even though she hasn't even done anything for us yet. I say under my breath, and then I turn around. Hey lady, what the hell are we supposed to do in here to cleanse it?
The devil flies alongside the lot of you in here and takes a quick gaze. This room, this room obscures and lists vile rites in the name of the one that this temple is devoted to. Dark rituals, proud to make horrors. Keep your eyes closed, shelter your senses from that, for this is not information you covered. This is madness. And she flies slightly up in the head.
I'm supposed to just walk around with my ass fucking closed? He
She stands
mumbles.
for a quick moment as he looks over to here, looking for potential traps or something. She looks up and above. Careful. There's a mechanism in here. There's a door that locks, perhaps drops from afar. She grabs her bow, aims an arrow, and throws it past to the other door in there. Ting! As it pinches the arrow in there, makes a musical sound, even more so, as uh, nothing occurred. Presses her feet onto the ground to see if there's a pressure plate. Strange, the mechanism is not tied to the entrance in here.
Open it. See what
She,
happens.
she moves through, and with might, and you see, though her silhouette is very much, at the very least, as you look towards her, very much elegant and graceful, it does not, by any means, lack strength. As she puts his hand up front and shows a remarkable feat of strength for someone of her structure as he opens the door up and ahead. Jethro, you can make me an arcana check for what you asked me.
Okay.
As starts to fly into the room up and ahead. The Ettercup stands right beside Snowsong. Keeps an eye into the other rooms in here, but for the time being doesn't say something, just keeps its wits about itself and about its surroundings.
Did I? Wait.
Ah, As Jeffries, you take a quick observation. You cannot tell much more, but clearly the notes, the music that you hear suggests of its magical, its angelic grace, and of its artistic qualities at the same time. As you move up and ahead, Goel, you can see a wall right in front of you that is coated with this grey, dark slime. Tendrils move slightly left and right in this malleable mass as it stands in front of you. Junker is following slightly behind
I'll look at
the
the.
rest.
Take a look at the doors here on the side. They just
These doors are not the same as the one over there. They are much different.
is it locked?
You move towards there. The door is indeed locked. The angel turns around and says towards you, girl, we are at the inner sanctum. There might be prizes for the devout followers of this vain god in here. But make no mistake, they are defiled. They are protecting them.
Shrugs.
Hmm.
Then goes to the other door. This one's locked as well. Guess we have only one door to try.
I'll try to open this door. Is it locked for
Do you
me?
have pistols, Jeffries?
No.
You try and open the lock. You're going to just try with your hands to see if it will bulge, but the door is locked and remains locked.
Interesting.
I'll look back at the diva.
How do we open this one? There's no handle.
She looks around. I bear no answer to that. I am a messenger of the gods, a will to act for them. Your experience in places as such surely trembles over mine. I have little knowledge of accursed catacombs and tombs as such.
Right. So you are useless to us right now.
Hey, show some respect.
I say under my breath, bingo.
No
You have not.
disrespect.
I will not take this as a sign of disrespect. You do not know what's better. You see, with the practical sense of the word, this is how the word has taught you. She looks sad as she looks towards you. I feel sad for you. I understand your powers, but that is not only what you are.
Feel what you want. Cannot control you. Now, we have a thing to finish here.
How long does Snow Song turn into a slimy boy for?
He's
10
not
minutes.
slimy anymore.
It's been more than 10 minutes. Okay. Damn.
We have a way to open these doors. Anyone.
Well, I was thinking maybe your dog could slip under it, but it looks like he's all stony again.
Sorry, it's for 1 minute, not 10 minutes. So yeah, it has been.
I could like help us get into one of the doors, but that's it. Like, would you want me to do that, or do we want to check out the rest of the place first?
Well, we haven't tried the bigger door here.
Yeah? Are you gonna try it?
I don't know how.
Ugh. Alright,
Can
let
I
me take a
pull on a
look.
tentacle?
What the fuck's up with this door, Kaz?
The whole door in front of you is covered in the slime. Tendrils reach out towards it, not forming suitable to attack, but just latching out towards there as it is spilling all to the ground, and then it flows upwards again, to just constantly coat it, shift and reform. Form is a strange one, for sure.
Maybe it is sealed.
Maybe.
Uh,
I'll kick a rock on the door.
You look for a pebble around the room. Some of the ruin, some of the dust, something from the ceiling might have fallen. You grab at it and throw it to the rock. It attaches to the slime. An extreme, excruciating slow. It starts to slowly slide downward.
I
Make a perception
say
check, Joel.
Make a what?
A
perception.
perception check. Nothing that phases you or grabs your attention as you look at it, as you monitor the flow of that rock in there. Go ahead, Jeffers. You're about to add something.
I say to the wall, would you mind terribly to let us through to the doorway? With tongue still up.
You're talking to the wall. You lost your mind.
You've talked to worse.
Door doesn't budge. The slime continues
Ugh.
to run along its texture.
Have you tried touching it?
To be fair, the previous door did need something slimy to open. I won't be surprised if this place is full of unusual requests for us.
Place my hand on this door. But if something bad happens, pull me out.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
strong now.
sure, no problem. I'll pull you right out.
He puts his palm on the door.
I say to Deva, you should get ready to pull him out. I'm not very strong.
She will move close towards Goel, and her eyes shine once again, still or under the presence or the effect of Detective Langoots, who will looking around this place, will utter once again. Yes, this ground is desecrated. She puts a hand behind you, Goel. Do not worry. I have you. Goel, you place your hand onto the door. As Erin speaks of slime offerings are shut. She looks back towards Zirin for a quick moment, but turns his head back towards Goel, where her attention is big. Place your hand in there, Goel, and you can feel the slime slowly running across your hands, binding in there, slowly moving, touching, rolling around and coiling onto your fingertips. Then further down below your arm until it is fully coated in there. It gets stuck for a moment as you look towards it. Watch this clenching, slimy texture continues
Look for a
as
handle within the slime. Move my hand around.
as you try to see if there is something of a handle around. You can only do your perception check. There must be clearly something missing. Maybe you just haven't found it yet.
Should I use my perception again?
Yes, that is what I said.
Okay, and I'll use my bardic with it. Oh my god, it's a natural one. I'm gonna inspo that. Okay,
Ooh.
I guess I don't need to use my. I
Bardic.
said I was gonna use it. So what's the? Is it 28?
D10.
1d10, and you pick the
With D10
highest
now.
of the two.
Upgrade.
You can roll it again. Yeah, there you go.
It's a 39, that is way past what you need for this. I'll give you something extra as a part of it. Goel, you put your hand in there and you can just try slowly. You have the strength as well to unbind yourself from the goop as well. And as you run your hand around there, you feel a slot, an opening, small enough that there is an incision in there, a small opening that something sharp and something slim could potentially pass through it in here. But as you get a feel of it, at the same time as the sludge binds you, behind you, behind a lot of you, as you are all standing, you hear a mechanism dropping and the door shifting right behind it. And at that moment on, as this happens, go you take your hand back as the door slides back, and I would like some initiatives for something has indeed activated.
Hey, there's that mechanism you were talking about.
We'll reroll the initiative. I'll use inspo for that. God, 5 is too low. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna use minus. I'll stay 5.
And I think I've rolled for the dev already. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. And I see Zirin, I see Jethro, I see Goel, I see the Deva, I see Elwin. I do not see only Judas. I'll roll for Judas and I will bring down the grid, for it might be needed for this. And Zirin, as you turn back, the door clogs right behind you, splitting you from Zonkir. You hear the voice of the attacker behind. What's happening? As they are clearly out of that room, out of that corridor for now.
All right. Well, no time to focus on the spider folk. We'll have to focus on whatever is that thing. Does Zirin see any movement around?
As they draw, or all of the doors lock instantly, you see wrong title in there. That's clearly not the correct. Oh, give me a second. Something wrong has happened. Okay. be correct. Is it? Yeah. Regardless, as you stand towards there, Azirin, you see slowly from left and right, from the side of all of those pillars that are in this room, to start unleash slime and ooze in the room. The ground starts to slowly be covered with it.
Ugh. All right, all right. Okay, so that sucks. In that case, the first thing he will do. How I wish I were a druid right now. But he is going to try and inspire the party by blowing his hunting horn. So he's going to use his mantle of inspiration, and with this sound, he's going to try and inspire. Number of okay, it can target himself. So he will target himself, Elwin, Jethros, and the Deva, with his magic to give them some temporary and let everyone move. All these people move equal to their movement.
I
Yes,
back the
as a
fuck up.
reaction. Full movement as a reaction, whoever wishes, and 5 temporary hit points.
Thank you.
The Deva will use its reaction to move as well, dragging Goel with it further away in case that something happens from the door. She could have just forcefully
Alright.
moves him backwards with her.
And Zirin will move more centrally so that his protective aura covers at least his whole team. And he'll hold his blade carefully, although he knows that a blade is nothing for a flood of acid. But, well, that's it. He'll take, as an action, he'll take a dodge action, I'll say. As he says, "Any idea for bringing it down? Doesn't seem like the kindest of hosts."
Nope.
You take a quick look around the area, and indeed, the room starts to flood with a vat of acid. The whole ground starts to fill up, and I need everyone to make me dexterity saving throws.
Dexterity, okay.
How do you avoid a flooded?
As much exposed spots.
I mean, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna complain. Right? Everyone should be getting my +2, but I don't think it really
Reroll.
matters. Okay.
Oh, still fucked.
I will
19. I feel
reroll
bad.
that. I'm
Wait.
gonna reroll that.
Yeah.
Oh, I succeed.
You succeed indeed, as the whole area starts to flood with acid, charring everyone in the room for 25 points of acid damage. And that will be for that moment in time as Jethris. You are up next.
Well, fuck. Okay. So, I thought that. Is there a wall here? Because we can see, like, all this slime.
Sorry, I thought I mentioned that earlier. I must have been muted or I didn't. But as you look towards there, indeed it has a glassy texture, a slimy texture. As you look from there, you can see outside, dim-lighted or at the very least somewhat obscured, lightly obscured. But it doesn't work the opposite way. Like you can see outside, but you cannot see from outside inside. because you weren't able to see earlier on.
There you go.
An interesting texture. It's like matte windows.
Is it immediately obvious where this ooze is filtering in from?
Yes, from all of those pillars, it starts to fill. From the base of those pillars, it starts to fill. Currently, the room isn't that full. Only the ground and the texture in there is slowly filling with acid.
Mm. Is this stone?
All of it is stone, indeed.
First, I'm going to use my bonus action to activate Genie Flight, and I'm going to move 20 feet in the air. I don't know how high this slime is, but hopefully it's not 20 feet yet.
The whole room is about 15, so you are going out to the very top of the ceiling.
Okay, well. Well, how high is this slime at this point?
Up, currently up to angle length, not filled all the way. So you should be fine if you're flying up there.
Okay. Sorry, just reading my spell. Range 30 feet. Okay, well. Yeah, I guess I'll fly. That figures. Fuck off. Sorry. Fuck. That's just within range. I'll take out the lyre and I'll strum it, and I'll cast Pass Wall. Right here. To both try and get into the other room and also have a spot where the slime can leak out. If you know what I'm saying.
So you're trying to pretty much create a room so the slime will move out from, correct?
Yeah, and also have a peek into the other room if possible. I don't know.
Because it does not connect straight with the other room from there, you will conjure up a passage. A tunnel expands from the area in there as it starts to recede, filling the area with acid, slowing its progression quite a bit. Because of the dynamic elements of this room, every turn it floods more and more. However, because of that action, at the very least, you slow down its progress. So the damage is reduced by 2d10.
Okay.
Again, not from by 2, by 1, but it will also slow its progression. It won't raise 2 per turn. Instead, it will just raise a 1 per turn.
Okay, that's my turn.
As Jet conjures a corridor up and ahead, Goel, before you take a turn, you see from the side of the wall in there, as a part of it latches outwards, black paddings become part of the acidic texture, squish and squim a little bit closer towards you, and they will try to make a single attack. I don't believe 16 hits you, Goel. I could be wrong on that.
It doesn't.
The creature tries to strike you with its pseudopod, but you move out of the way, and Goel, you are up next.
I'm going to bonus action rage. And attack it. Both hit.
Both of them hit. You turn with your weapon and start bludgeoning down the sludge in front of you. Both of them do some potent damage to it. 20 on the first track and 19 on the second, as the black padding is boiling and creating bubbles, pocket bubbles in there. You just slam the hammer down and they burst again and again, and anything else going.
No, that's my turn. Snowsong will freak out a little bit. What level did the slime reach?
It is
like ankle.
currently ankle onto the paws of Snowsong, slightly above it, but yeah. Some of it slid out of the room as it is filling the area in there.
He's gonna try and like pull this door open with his strength. Just pull on the handle with his teeth.
Make me a strength check. I believe there is a chance that Snowsong might be not even able to make this, but roll because I don't remember the modifiers. Snowsong jumps towards there and tries to open the door out, but he stands no chance of opening that door. And also that he's done.
Yes.
As right after that, the acid trap door continues with its defense protocol. And the area starts to become, you see, those fumes start to slowly, as this slime starts to boil. Right now, you don't have an open source of flame, so it will not explode, but you do notice that the whole slime has become flammable now. And Judas, you are up next.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing that it's fiery?
Not probably good for you. If it catches on fire. Maybe it won't.
Oh, I was going like, maybe I should go and use fire on it. And now I'm going, maybe I'm not going to be able to use fire on it.
But you are up next, Judas.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think of. Could be doing this one. Well, we're taking damage each turn. Are we just trying to bash doors open, I'm guessing?
Snowsong is trying to bust through that door. At the same time, Goel was pulled away from that door because this is the corridor you ultimately want to get. However, opening more room slows down the progression of the slime as well because there is more room that it needs to fill.
I hear you. And the slime, I'm guessing, is rough terrain.
The slime right now is not hard terrain.
Well, will you allow me just to get to the other, just bash straight over to the other side and just attack the other door?
You can definitely attempt to.
Huzzah! I'll attack that door. And let us. Now, Bloodshed Blade. Trust in you, mate. And I am going. No, we'll use that for that. Considering situation, we're going reckless. Cut.
You swing fast. The second attack will find its mark. Don't expend anything because I have to describe a few things for you. Like I said, might not be a good idea to expend on that. As you just a second attack, your blade buries into the slime and carves a big part of it. However, you quickly notice as more slime continues to funnel into the room, it seems to protect itself again and again as It is not being rebuilt, but it is not regenerating, but it is funneling even more acid to negate the damage that you're doing. The more damage that you're doing, the more acid goes there. But it clearly seems that this your
What do you mean
weapon is not
more acid goes where? Or does it rebuild it or what? Yeah, you
yes,
were.
as it is connected
It
to
heals
the part of
itself.
the mechanism. To an extent, yes. You notice that as you do that strike, you notice that you made an impact to the door, but more so to the room around you. Not a big one yet, but some of it for sure. However, as your blade slashes and cuts, your blade ends and strikes by not by mistake, but clearly as you're attacking recklessly to the pillar right next towards you. And this pillar, the one that is spewing sludge, takes a blow from it, a scratch of it. At the very least, suggesting that those can break. Now, if that is a good idea or not, that's a different thing. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, with my few words, as he cuts it, and sees it as he makes a major cut into it, and sees it's sheer. He almost thinks that it's going to break down, but the next moment he sees the sludge moving from the ground upwards, covering it as it heals its wound, so to speak. He looks at the pillar as the sludge comes from the pillar, and he turns to rest. Destroy the pillars. These things will just keep on coming, and that's me.
As right after that, Videva flies a little bit close towards Zirin. He sees the wounds and checks onto the wounds of Jethros, who has already aided in here. Looks torn for a moment, but she shares her looks with Zirin. She knows that Zirin can make it, and she will extend her hand towards Jethro, saying to Zirin, "Stay strong, brave warrior of hers. I will mend your wounds soon." And she will cast a healing touch onto Jethros for 20 healing points. And that leaves her with one last healing touch. That is.
Thank you.
And as she does so towards Jethros and mends some of your wounds, maybe I'm not that useless after all. Say, and Elwin, you are up next.
She
No one
heard me.
said you're useless. Oh, she heard. Gentlemen. So just to understand, Caitlin, because I'm a little bit confused. Uh, the pillar spitting
The
acid
base of the
from.
pillars are spitting acid. There's a
Okay,
mechanism in there that is spitting acid.
okay. And Judas struck the door, and
Correct.
the acid being funneled inside the door, tried to fix it, right?
Correct. It rescinded some of the room, not enough to rescind a lot from the root, not enough to still drop down the level of acid by one, but did quite a lot of damage in there.
Mm. And what Judas was the last thing he said? Sorry.
To break the pillars, as they are indeed part of the mechanism. Now, if that's a good idea or a bad idea, that's a whole so different thing, but it is an idea.
I mean, the idea of destroying a pillar that holding the roof above us, not a good idea for Alwyn. He will do what Judas doing. He will run there and like both his sword and starting to cut the door. And as he take a breath, he will use a fighting spirit. And I regain 15 temporary hit point. And first to attack, it will be rabbit strike. So normal, normal. Then three more. Three more? Three more or two more? My brain.
I
After
think
the
it is
attack.
3 more. I believe. I could be wrong.
Three more. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. That's 17 hit.
17 and 19 do not hit.
Oh,
20
okay.
does. However, 20, 23, and 28. Few things. Those are objects. I believe they take max damage from your weapon. Alwyn, if I'm correct, the Swords of Sharpness do max damage, correct? This is an object.
Sword of Sharpness. When you attack an object, a magic sword and head maximum your weapon damage dice against the target.
More than fine. So this is the 2d6s are 12 plus 5. This is 17. However, I forgot to say that earlier on to Judas. I will say it again. The door is resistant to slashing damage. As you are doing, however, more damage with each strike because you are doing the maximum amount. 17 each means 8 each. So 1, 2, 3 attacks is a total of 24.
Okay.
You can
That-
see that the slime continues to rescind from the ground to rebuild the door, but it still is not enough. And it can take a lot of punishment.
Sadly, I'm not the smart one here, so I don't know what to do. So I will leave that to the smart people. That's end of my turn.
More than fine, as from the wall and from that cavern in there, as if it appears from the cavern or it was hovering close to the wall. It's hard to tell. Those more of those black puddings start to advance and get closer. One of which will move and try to attack Snow Song. The other one towards Judas. So let's do Snow Song one first. This is on Snow Song. I believe that hits them. For 7 points of bludgeoning and 14 acid, and this is on Judas, who did recklessly attack. The attack is at advantage.
Yeah, well, they're going to hit me anyway. Go for gold.
For 8 bludgeoning and 7 acid.
3. Oh no, poison. I took poison. Damn
You
it.
have resistant
Acid.
poison.
Yeah. Oh, good.
And Zirin, oh no, you are up next, and you are be right back. 1 minute. Otherwise, I'll give Zirin the extra minute as he gets a turn. I'll give them a turn right after that. However, the acid trapdoor will once again activate, and at the start of its turn, it adds an extra d10 as it becomes even more potent. On the start first, it does the 4d10 because it continues to do the same amount of damage. Now a little bit reduced, but at the end of that turn, it will go back to 5 instead of 6. So everyone except Jeffries, because Jeffries is flying up high, and I guess the Deva for the time being needs to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I fail. Take 13.
Corrosive?
Yes.
Danger sense.
Oh my word. What is
What?
my rolls?
Wow.
Inspiration.
How much acid are we taking?
Oh,
13.
come
I
on.
took that
What
out.
is going on? Is it because people didn't show up on Monday that
I
they're
had
screwing with us or
+7
what?
and
Sorry,
advantage,
Judas.
and I still
Oh,
rolled double one.
you took the damage out? What?
Yeah, the 13 points of damage. Zirin,
Oh.
I'll give you your turn right after, just to
Why
keep
is it
things going.
4d10 instead of 5?
It was
Goes
5
up
to
every
10.
turn.
Because of what Jeffries did, it became 4d10, and now it again builds up again and again. At each turn, it adds 2d10 to the damage. However, Jeffries reduced it by creating extra room for the space, and for the time being,
All
it
right, all right.
improves by 1d10 each turn. So next turn is about to be 5d10,
Right.
unless that things
Please,
occur. Who knows?
please give me something decent this time.
And
All
Full
right.
damage.
go for it, Zen. I made the same for you, but ignore me. I don't like running for players. I didn't know how long you will be before you are back, so ignore that. Take 6 and have your turn.
I mean, it's still a success for me because you rolled without my aura, so there's that.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, golly gee. Right. So Zirin is going to pull the other powerful bead off his necklace to hold at it and chant the mighty protective spell. Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah, it's not correct. Your recipe is correct.
All right. Thank you. And he is going to chant the divine words and cause his whole form to be fitted with a very subtle silvery aura, as he will cast a primordial ward on himself. This
Becoming
is
resistant to acid damage.
yep, and well, technically, Zirin doesn't know that the ooze now is flammable, but I know as a player it will be handy if it gets on fire. And he'll use his action to heal himself for 20 using his lay on hands, causing one more some bright white light from his hand, touching it on the areas where he has those chemical burns and trying to ease his pain. And he'll look around, and that thing is attacking Jethros. So you know what? He's going to get next to it because let's give that thing one more target to hit and not focus on Jethros. So, right. Zirin will look at Jethros and say, I have a feeling you have a plan in mind that is soon going to save us all, aren't you? He's half joking, honestly, but he will say that towards Jethros in a friendly
Yeah.
manner. And that's Zirin's turn.
You still have your action, no? That
Lay
was
on
bonus
hands.
action.
Lay
Oh
on
yeah, you
hands.
did lay on hands. Sorry. But yeah, and Jeffrey, you are up next.
I am. I'm assuming this is a solid room since it's getting filled up with slime, so there's no loose earth, right?
Doesn't seem to be, no.
Yeah, I figured. And how? Ooh. I'm gonna keep asking this every turn. Is it like 5 feet up now? Like the slime stuff?
Still, because it is on the same damage, some of it rescinded, a little bit built up, it's on the same height. The height hasn't changed much from the original one. It just went back and forth, back and forth.
So, up to 10 by 10. Math. Time for math. So it's 30. Sorry. Trying to do. Yeah, there's no way I can do that. Okay. Fuck, guys. I should just
Destroy the pillars. I say destroy the pillars. Destroy the pillars.
I looked at my spells like right after we touched the door, and like I was like, oh, I could have done something to check up behind those locked doors. Sanctuary. Wait a second. Okay, so there's not loose earth, but is there like fallen rubble around?
I guess there should be some over to here where you created the password, because it brutally, to an extent, kind of just extends the room into what it is, a hard interior. So there might be some rubble from there.
So into products of the same material. You can see a larger. Choose raw materials so you can see within the range you can fabric. Oh, never mind. That's even that wouldn't even work. Oh wait, no. The liar does it as an action. So, well, no. It just does one object, so I can't do that. Even though it says I can do a bridge, which makes no sense if it's like 10 feet across. That's so. This spell is kind of silly. Okay. Fuck. Creation don't want too much either. Okay, I need more time to try and think of a way out of this. So I'm just gonna keep it simple, and I'm gonna say, with tongue still up, I'll say, Oozy denizens of this stupid ass room that may kill us. Fuck you all, and fuck this fight. And I'm gonna cast Bane as a first level on all three of the oozes that are currently here.
I don't think any of them can make it with a charisma of minus of 1, so they have a -5 to all their saves. So all of those oozes will be baned as a result of your magic, Jethros.
Yep, and I'll use a bonus action to who's lowest right now. But they're also a paladin. Everyone's sort of in an aura right now. Bonus action, I will yeah, I'll inspire Zirin. I'll say, hey, I'm just as fuck as you. I'm trying to figure this out. You got this, man. Give bardic inspiration to Zirin. And that'll be me.
The black pudding right next towards Goel, as it getting attacked, will try to retaliate back at them. So it's a single pseudopod attack. I believe that hits for 5 points of bludgeoning and 14 points of acid damage as the blow extends its pseudopod and strikes, lashes toward them. And Goel, you are up next. Goel? Yeah.
19 was on me, right?
Yes. The 23 attack is on you.
19 damage. I will attack it 3 times.
Both of those hit.
Is it bloodied? Is that what I see at the edge?
That's Bane, but it will be blooded after the first strike.
Let's see. Can I, on the second strike, I want to use my what? Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher's thingy is gone. Can't see
It's a
it.
total. Should be a total.
No, I mean the charges. I don't know how many charges I have.
I didn't delete anything as such from that.
I don't know how many charges I have. Shit. How many am I supposed to have?
Skull Crusher doesn't have charges. It has an ability that you can use once per day, though.
Oh, it's a once per day. Well, I mean, still, it should.
You haven't
I
used
guess
it
I
for
did.
today, if that is
I
the
haven't
question.
used
But yeah,
it.
not for today, no.
Oh, you mean the shockwave?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. It's 8600. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna use it. I was
Okay.
thinking of something else. Yeah, I'll just roll damage on the second attack as well.
Still
And
up,
then
though.
bonus action, I'm going to adrenaline rush to the side. Just jump 5 feet next to it as I attack it to get some temp HP.
And I'll assume that you're done.
Yes, and Snow Song will bite the one next to him.
Go for it.
Go into the maw. Chomp. 9 damage. Magical.
That will hit, and this is all slashing damage. Few things of interest. First, I forgot about it, but blunders were made. I'm not going to go back on that. Snowsong will take 1 point of acid damage. You should have taken some as well from its attack, but ignore that for the time. Snowsong will take a single point of acid as it bites the creature. However, it will use its reaction because it is immune to slashing damage. But more on that, it also splits in two. Given the one is Bane, I'll keep the other one under the same effect as well. Both of them under the Bane spell.
Well, someone's got to stop Snowsong because he's going to keep biting them and creating more and more.
Man, if
Anything
only
else
there
for
was someone
Snowsong?
that Snowsong would listen to.
Yeah, if only. My turn is over.
The defense protocol activates right after, as I have to roll a d6, and let's see. What shall I get? The same thing. I guess no open fires, so that's good. As again, you can see as the slime texture becomes much more oily, like the grease spell. Very much so. As Judas, you are up next.
Fun times. So is this thing broken yet or not?
The door or the pillar?
Fellows.
None of the
No.
pillars have been attacked yet, as nobody actually acted on your instructions.
Oh, well, yeah, no, just ignore Judas.
Mm-hmm.
Judas is going to move here, and then I'm going to do something interesting, is I'm going to start walking up that wall there, trying to get out of with my spider walk to try and get out of the slime for a turn, and then I'm going to attack the pillar.
More than fine.
Figure-
Judas, you
yeah.
stand towards there, and for a quick moment, you remember that your spider climb doesn't work. However, you put faith. Maybe it will work in here. Who knows? And you
Why doesn't
press your
work?
feet. You remember when you came to this forest? What happened?
Oh,
However, as you press your foot against there, you can feel your abilities still able to be used. As there must be a reason why you could not use them in the forest, and you can right now. As you put your feet towards it and start once again, not only able to walk on the ceiling, but you have the extra 5 feet as well, and all of these traits
all
associated
my
with
stuff
that.
is back. Okay, I'll start climbing up, and then I will.
Also, one last thing, because you're moving, I'll assume, out of the reach of the black pudding in order to be
No,
away from them. Oh,
I
okay.
believe it's even if I move up the wall, because that's a large thing, it's still reach. I think it's like I'm just going slightly higher than the
Okay.
thing. I'm not going out of its reach. I'm just going slightly so that my feet don't burn. If that makes
More
sense.
than fine. That makes sense. Go for it.
Fudge. Oh well, bloodshed blade then. Hopefully. Although can I kick this pillar that it falls into the slime?
If you manage to break it, yes, you can do some bludgeoning damage to it if you manage to break the pillar.
Alright. Jules starts going into a rage, and I shall start attacking that pillar with a vengeance. Unfortunately, I don't have bludgeoning damage.
Unarmed strikes then.
But hopefully radiant damage and helps.
Go for it.
Sorry, advantage. I'll just place that again. But anyway, first one counts. And then again. And sorry, I just need to press this one because I don't think it did it. There we go. For the first attack, because it's Zealot.
So I assume you've gone into a rage. I might have missed it, but that's okay. You move up there, you turn around, and you're attacking with your blade, right? Not with your unarmed strikes, or is it?
Yeah, no, I have to go with the blade, yes.
More than fine. As the first attack, Tim barely strikes but doesn't make a dent. The second attack will strike, and though the blunt damage or the slashing damage of the weapon won't be as effective. It is resistant to slashing damage. The radiant energy or the impact of it is further enhanced, as this will take the full amount of radiant damage and a little bit less from the slashing that is. So that is it.
That would be me.
And after that, the dev over to here, seeing that Zirin is doing slightly better for the time, and she will take the opportunity to try and help. And she will move right past over here, up with Jeffrey, so she's not affected by the slime, and will hurl some shots towards the ooze next towards Snowsong to stop it from being much of a hindrance. Each time the bow is struck, a faint melody can be echoed, and with 2 strikes, the black pudding in behind will collapse from the radiant burst of it. And Elwin, you are up next.
I saw when Snow Song hit to it with a claw, this creature been starting to split, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so if I attack, they will. Yeah, I cannot. I will not do that. So I believe in Goel's strength. I will look to Judas. I don't know if he can answer me. I say, uh, if you destroy the pillar, wouldn't the roof will collapse on us?
No! That or being eaten alive? Which one?
I will. How dark this place, DM? Is it dim dark? Oh, like
It should be dim light in here.
excellent. Then I will use a bonus action to teleport next to this pillar. I don't know. It is here or here next to this pillar.
Regardless, up to you. You are within 5 feet of it.
Okay, and attack with advantage. The first attack, and I will burn this advantage with rapid strike. Hopefully, I hit. So first attack, second attack. I don't think 18 hits, right?
18 does not hit.
Okay, so 3 more attack. Oh,
TS.
It's just the number of damage that you've done to its pillar, so I can keep track of them.
so yeah. So
All of
max
them
dam.
except the 18 shall hit.
Okay, so I have the sword that give max damage, and it is 17.
17 each attack. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks for 32 points of damage because they are resistant to slashing damage as well. The pillar is nearly destroyed, Elwin, as you take your strikes against it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the pillar is nearly broken.
Excellent. Sorry, that is my turn.
And right after that, the black padding over to here will turn around and this time will try to attack Zirin. It still has Bane, so let's see. With Bane, I doubt that it will hit, as the attack will be a 13, so it will miss. The other padding will just squirm a little bit closer towards Judas and continue to attack them. For 3 points of bludgeoning and 9 points of acid damage towards you, Judas, as it continues to hurl its pseudopod towards you. Even with a d4 and 19, and the attack would still hit. As Zirin, you are up next.
Okay. Well, let's attack that thing twice. So he raises memory and starts attacking. First attack is 19.
That
Let
hits.
me-
However, once again, you take 1 point of acid damage. It doesn't corrode your weapon, as magical as it is, but it also splits to now small enemies. They're immune to the slashing damage as your blade just splits the black padding in half. They do take some.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
go ahead, sorry.
I'm getting a phone call. Another attack with a second level smite, and that's turn.
Go for it. Roll me the damage. Because the radiant damage might be able to destroy the remaining of the black padding, but as this is sadly it will not. However, it will cause the padding to not split, as it cannot split further in this current form. As right after that, the corrosive slime continues to coat this room for 5d10, and Elwin, Jethros, and Judas, you're currently fine where you are. Goel, Zirin, and Snowsong need to make their deck saves, as now the door becomes 6d10.
Dev saves. What?
Not death save, deck
Dex.
saves.
Dex. Okay, because I got dev saves. I'm
We're
like,
dead.
what?
We are not dead yet. Not yet.
What's the damage?
I'm about to roll that. It's 5d10. It's 18 for this turn.
Ooh,
That
Snow
is.
Song.
Snowsong survives,
He's okay.
and Jethros, you are up next.
If you save, you take nothing.
You take half.
Half. Okay, so what's half of 9?
What do you mean, take nothing? This is Kazan. You need to take damage.
I take nothing, actually. Thank you very much.
I mean, how bad does this puller look?
Nearly destroyed.
Can I see over slime?
Yes, this line doesn't completely obscure the pillar in there.
I'll
You
shoot.
should be able to see.
Yeah. I'll shoot one mineral shot at the one the Deva and Elwin are attacking, and two at the one Judas
The Deva
is.
hasn't attacked any of those. The Deva attacked the black puddings to try and bring them
Oh,
down.
then either way, the one that Elwin's attacking.
Go for it. 29 will hit.
For 10. For
This is on the one of Halloween, correct?
the first one, yes.
As that will bring this one down. And as the pillar is destroyed, and the other two go to the opposite one, correct?
Correct.
For only that will hit for 25 points of damage. As the 16 won't hit, but 25 does hit for another 10 points of damage. As the pillar in front of Elwin is destroyed, you see as the area once again, starts to fill even more.
Yeah,
So,
I assumed.
however, it seems to also drain from the door because more of it is hurled over to here. So maybe it is progress, but at the same time making the whole place even more dangerous. Anything else, Jeffers?
Wait, what? I'm
Anything else,
confused.
Jeffers?
Destroying the pillar was a bad thing.
Yes and no at the same time, because a lot of the acid now is funneling towards there because it is broken and the vent continues to fall, but less is funneled towards the door. So maybe that of it itself is something of.
No. Delta's gonna just say, don't fucking hit the pillars anymore. Like we thought, it's spewing shit out more. Focus the fucking door. I don't know. We're fucked. That's my turn.
The black budding next towards you, Goel, will turn and attack you. 24 even with Bane will hit you for 8 points of bludgeon, which is 4, and 7 acid, which is 3. So for 7 damage in total, and Goel, you are up next.
Why does it have advantage?
Because you recklessly attacked, didn't you?
I did not.
Then it still hits, but it doesn't have the
Yeah.
advantage.
What's the total? 4 and 3, 7. Which is 6. I'm gonna attack it 3 times because it's sitting on a pillar.
That hits. Roll me the damage first, and we'll go from there. The first attack will be able to destroy this black budding as you just turn. Bergax there, it splash and fills the room with even more acid.
I'll attack the pillar right after it.
That hits.
I use my reaction to activate Protect a Melody because I don't want to drown in acid.
Jeffries quickly plays a string of into the light, and the door becomes much harder as it gains resistance to the damage. Jeffries, remind me.
The pillar does, right? He's trying to hit the pillar. It grants immunity.
Immunity, as the first strike will do no damage to the pillar. As Jeffrey suggests, you should not damage them.
Get the biscuits out of your ears. Fuck up the door.
Goel looks back at Jethris with eyes that are like, it looks like they're red.
Looks like I don't want to die.
Foaming at the mouth. Doesn't reply, just yells. Rah! And then goes to the next, the door right next to him is just gonna bash it.
I'll assume damage is what you want to be doing in the door. Go for it. Because you don't have an action. You can use an action to make a strength check, but you have used your action already.
Oh, it's a bonus action attack on this door.
You just started to work on the door. You do some damage to it. Roll me the damage. 10. The door doesn't bulge with that point of damage. However, you start making dents on it as you start slamming your warhammer.
It's a stone maker.
This is the other weapon that you have right now.
Yes, this is my offhand.
Assume that you don't go.
Meld into stone does. What does that do?
You become one with a stone.
So I can, survive this by just melding into the stone walls here.
Yes.
Interesting. Petrification. No.
Anything for Snowsong
for
the turn.
Snowsong will bite this thing. Sorry, it was my turn taking too long.
It's okay. More than fine, as Snowsong will take 4 points of acid damage, and again, the creature will split because he's doing no damage to them.
I thought they can't split anymore.
This one couldn't because it didn't have enough hit points after the hit. Your attack is just doing slashing damage, which they are immune to.
Oh, man. And then Snowsong's down.
And I believe that is Snowsong's turn.
Yes.
As down he goes, and the acid trapdoor, once again, will activate its defense protocol. As this time, the slime... Oh, that's 3. That's not the correct one. But I'm sure... no, I'm going to do the 4th one. As the whole area and everyone that is in the room and covered with the slime, that is currently Goel, Elwin, Zirin, and Snowsong, need to make me a strength saving throw. Jathrus and the Diva are currently out of reach for that. Only Zirin's strength remains to be seen as the slimes binds all that are in there, becomes starts to restrain them and trap them in place. Judas, you are up next.
Well, shit. There goes that idea.
Oh,
Does it seem like there's any fucking doors? Not. Well, this is a problem. I mean, attacking so once that pillar was destroyed, did the slime stop coming, or did it just increase?
It started to vent. There is a vent at the base of it, and it vents even more acid funnels more into the room. However, it also at the same time takes from the slime, the pool of slime that is added every time to the door to sustain it and keep it as such.
so if we hit the
Cousin,
door,
Mister,
will it?
he basically, yeah. Cousin basically misdirected me.
No,
Sneaky ass.
I think all of us said that this was going to happen, and we were worried about.
Yeah.
And then you kept saying we were ignoring
No,
you.
no, he said no, but he said this is like he said I was attacking the doors as the slime's coming from the pillars, and I'm going, well, destroy the pillars.
Yes, but
He
the door is
should
absorbing the
misdirect it.
slime every time it
I
heals
know, which are
itself.
coming from the pillars. Yes, but every time it
Correct.
comes, so this is the problem. This is a no fucking win situation.
Unless we
I'm
break the door
assuming.
open this
I'm assuming I say this over the telepathic bond. I'm assuming that if this thing's regenerating from the slime, the more damage we do to it, the more slime it's gonna fucking suck up.
Ah, fuck me, fuck this, fuck everything, fuck it, fuck.
We're
and he'll just
fucked.
start, and he just fucking say that fucking again. And he'll just go raging, attacking at his door, ignoring his back to the fucking slime. He's just fucking livid as shit. And he's just fucking, let's go recklessly. What's the point?
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Let the
And
anger
of course-
flow through
and,
you.
and oh yeah, no, I'm double smiting this shit. I'm so fucking pissed. I'm so pissed. I'm actually so pissed as him that I am going. I can't only smite once, right? So anyway, I'm going to third level smite this just because I'm so fucking pissed. He's angry.
it.
Let the anger. What's almost like let the anger flow through you. Feel the dark side. Anyway, first things first. Sorry, I'm zealot, so I need to do zealot because its crit is double. 6 extra damage never hurt.
It's pretty
Radiant
bad.
6 extra.
Pretty good.
And
sorry.
then what is third level smite again?
Freudian slip.
42? 82?
Well, it's a
What
D8.
level? D8, but what level?
Yeah, third level. I'm going. No, frack that. I've got a fourth level. I'm fourth
Fourth
level.
level
Like
is
shit.
2D8.
5d8, so 10d8 for a critical hit.
Yeah. So
Fuck you, Jeffress, for fucking being always right.
Oh, wow.
That's
That's
a
above
good
average.
damage onto the door for sure, as the door requires even more slime to be replenished from that strike. Once again, this time I'll give you that, aside from reducing the amount of acid in the room from 1, because you exceeded the threshold there is in that, as you
I want to
strike
say I
and you
fucking definitely hit a threshold for that. I was like,
for sure you did. As with that strike, Judas, as you slash towards there and your light coats, you see the radiant damage. It's not vulnerable, but just for the thematic, the door, the light seems to shun the slime away, and the slime reveals the true texture behind it. And this time you see as well, and everyone might notice as well, that there is a small smidge of an opening in the door, a small slot. Well, the one that you noticed prior, not a big one, of course, for your whole blade to jam in there, but clearly this is some sort of a mechanism of sorts. Aside from removing some of the slime in the room, it also seems to reveal some key information. Anything else to do?
that's me. It's almost my stuff. Yeah. So.
The devil will try to undo what the Snowsong is doing at the back, as he will just turn and go twice and remove both of those black puddings down. There is not much room for her to move further, and that will be its turn as Elwin. You are up next.
Like, just to be sure, do I feel like a mechanism that can be click, open, pull, something like that?
Slot. There is an insert, like a small slot, like a small opening the size of, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out.
Like
not
a
even
Can
small,
I see through it? Can I see through it?
not at the very least from that impact. You could perhaps examine it if you go closer by, and maybe if there is an open spot on the other side, you will. But you need to take an action to kind of just perceive through it.
When the GM knows we all have Misty Step.
But yes, and as I said, there's a small slot, an opening. Yes, like a coin slot, bigger than a coin slot. Sure.
Could I
Much
interact
bigger.
with it?
Not sure by interact what you are trying to do.
Because okay, just to be sure, it's like a slot that you can push it, pull it, a hole you can.
No.
The
It's
slot
like
is
an
a hole.
opening.
Like it's not like a button.
Yeah, similar to a coin slot, but bigger.
But it is something you can interact with, yes, if you have something to
Yes.
interact with it.
I mean, I don't have anything to interact with it, literally.
You'd shove your sword in there.
Well, yeah, I will teleport and shove my sword.
Elwin, as you turn and slam your sword to the blade, it doesn't fit necessarily, but you can, as far as that, use it as an action to investigate the door. For this one, you can use your strength if needed, because you're jamming the blade, you're trying to do so with an attack. I'm okay with that.
If it is strength and instigation, so that will be advantage.
Yes.
So it will be 1d20 plus 5 plus 5. Sorry.
So 1d20 plus 10.
Yeah. 27?
You turn towards it and you try to jump your blade. It stops very quick as the very top of the blade is inserted in there, and you try to jump it there. It doesn't go all the way, but you can clearly tell that it requires a much smaller object. But perhaps a dagger would suffice for that.
Too bad no one carries a dagger.
I have a dagger. From, what is their name? From the charity that I get from Goel family. Could I perceive the dagger?
Right now, this was your attempt at an investigation. This is as you're doing with your action. You can attempt as a next action to insert the dagger and interact with that, but you grab the dagger and prepare it for perhaps the next turn.
Okay. Could I keep the sword just to be sure that the tentacly OZ thingy not try to like close the place itself?
It clearly will. As you take out the blade, the ooze moves back towards it and sees that. However, you have, because you succeed on your investigation as well, you know exactly where it is, or at the very least, close to. So subsequent attempts to try and insert something there should be at advantage.
Okay, so I'll say
to perceive it, but yeah.
I need something smaller, like something small, like a dagger. I have one, but the word and technicality not allowing me to do anything. That's my turn.
And the black padding right next towards Judas will continue striking towards them. And here goes the attack.
Go for gold.
This one does not hit.
Wow.
As
Got
Zirin,
a bit absorbed. It got a bit of it self-absorbed.
Is it in back? Just do a quick check.
Zirin.
No, Zirin.
Zyrine.
That's
Hi,
not
it's me,
their name.
Zyrine.
That's clearly not their name.
I cut the ooze in half?
I'll give them a quick moment. You know what? Might be the opportunity to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break and be back for the rest. So take a quick 10-minute break, everyone, and be back for the rest.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
How do you like the show, Anzi?
Living the dream.
A lot of slime.
Watches as I'm not in the trap room. Glad I'm not playing this session.
And in the flight back from London, there was this kid right next to me who she was playing with the like slimes on the table for the flight.
Oh yeah. It was
Oh,
it was
so that was a good question. Are you playing Hansi, or is it just because you're not with us in the location?
He's not.
well no, I told I unfortunately told Kaz the wrong information that I was not going to be here for this week. Turns out I'm here. I just presumptuously said I was going to miss this session. And then I realized later on that I was coming back a Thursday and I'd be able to participate. I thought for some stupid reason that I was coming back later Thursday and I would have just been more likely to miss this one. But, well, I'm here and Kaz prepared for me not to be here. So there was no real ability for me to not to participate today without breaking the canon. So I will I'm just watching.
All of a sudden, Regulus appears under the slime.
So, did you guys jam together? I hear you were both in London at the same time.
Yeah. Play D&D.
Yeah,
Went
they
to
kissed.
no. Play D&D.
That's weird.
Went to D&D pub.
Held hands.
You're an asshole.
Play D&D.
Out some more hands.
Yo, what if we held hands while playing D&D?
Oh man.
That's so beautiful.
No, you don't hold that.
Beautiful
You
spell.
lock fingers together.
Played footsie under the table.
Oh God.
Quite a few people around the table. There's quite a few people there too.
Long legs.
No, but if you're ever in London, there's this place called RPG Taverns. You can do like a quick D&D session.
Okay. So they have like DGMs there with like, this whole setup, this little adventure. Come here now. We'll do this.
They have their own world, sort of like Kaz does, and there's like 5 or 6 GMs that run games there.
The waiters are the DMs. And they hate their life.
No. They notably don't, surprisingly. But I mean, you can order drinks. You can. I mean, it is like I'm pretty sure it is a like converted nightclub / bar. Anyway.
Oh man, it's like if you go to any GW shop.
Yeah, but it's D&D instead of Warhammer.
Yeah, I wasn't able to go to. I wasn't able to go down to Warhammer World, but yeah. I guess I should have told Goel about it, but I'm sure he wouldn't have the long range to do so.
The what?
Warhammer World. There's a like they're basically their home operation, their home base.
Oh.
It's in the UK, and you can go to it, and it has like maybe not for sale, but they have like every model to have ever existed there. Apparently,
You can order it, and I think what's it called? Iron Forge does their stuff all day as well.
Maybe the next time I go. But this time is. I mean, it wasn't really, just hanging out.
it was an expensive tagging along for the ride.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't like a vacation because my wife was getting training, and I most of the time had baby sitting duties. So it wasn't really a good time to explore London. But the times I got were fun. But I'm obviously wasn't able to see everything. So next time I come back, it's probably going to be, you know, at least now I know where to go and what to do.
He says that, then he'll just get a hotel next to the RPG Tavern's place and just play D&D for 5 days straight.
Oh God, no. No, 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 no. I mean, I honestly, I feel like it's better with friends. The time I went by myself was fun, but it wasn't as fun when like I went with someone I know. Because like the ticket I got was with a group of people. I talked to them before, blah blah blah, but I was late. So I don't know, it just wasn't as good, you know. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do it like once or twice once you're there. But there are other things to look at.
I have one damaging spell, and it's a scroll.
Use it.
No, I'm gonna save it until the BBEG, and then I'm not gonna use it then either.
Hey, why didn't you shatter this door? Sorry.
Oh, because I don't have shower.
Oh. Why don't you have that?
Well, I got rid of it when I got the axe.
Ah. And I don't have the axe.
Nope.
You should have asked Umash for the ability to cast Shatter.
Well, I had it before.
I know. Should have asked for it again.
No, because then he would have been like, nope, you gotta get back on this club system. You have to, get two people to subscribe, and then you gotta get those 2 people to get 2 other people to subscribe. Would have been a whole thing. You're not on break, Zirin.
Keep going. Come on.
What am I then, on timeout?
Yeah.
Damn.
You're in what I like to call gay baby jail.
You call it what?
Gay baby jail.
Kaz said if you slice one more slime in half, he's gonna kill you.
By Kaz, we mean Judas, and by Judas, we mean Goel, and by Goel, we mean Elwyn. Elwyn said, and I quote, in his best Samuel L. Jackson voice, "I'm tired of these motherfucking slimes in my motherfucking trap room."
I'll get right. There's 3 more rooms just like this one.
They're all brutally painful upon one's soul.
I used my funny maddening darkness scroll last session.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
You casted the war crime spell.
Yeah.
Was it war crimes?
Well, some people I won't mention who didn't want me to kill Drow with it. Pfft.
Some people said that because it's, the decent thing to do. Plus,
You're
they're not.
right. You're right. We should not we should not do a maddening darkness against Drow. We should do Dark Star against Drow. That's much kinder.
Why do I keep playing good aligned characters with you guys again?
Hey, I'm sort of good.
Sort of good. You're sort of a good artist.
Is that a
Thank you.
compliment?
That's
Yes,
that's
but that's the
so is
main
Hitler.
kind of that's the main kind of good he is.
I'm very
At least.
borderline good.
I'm back.
I'm good so far as will keep me fucking alive, and when there's a bunch of Drow running me down, I'm not gonna go easy on them.
I mean, when Vala's in the group, sure, go ham, but
Well, Jethro would be good
Sure.
if Vala was here, but she ain't here to hold him back.
Is that my role in this party? I'm making sure those who look good actually act good.
Don't worry about it too much. You're overthinking it.
You're playing our second most unstable character, and you've done the least
I'm,
evil, some of the least evil things.
Who's the
yes,
first?
because
Yeah,
I'm
who's the
I'm the
most?
because I do the most evil things to myself.
The first? Oh, we all know who the first is.
Goel asking who's the most unstable.
What?
Goal being
No.
unstable. I mean, goal is literally the measurement to which all unstable people measure themselves.
If you search up the word tweaking, you'll find a picture of Goel right beside it.
Come on, guys.
So
We
Oh
all
yeah.
we all know the most unstable character in this party is clearly Elwin. It's there. The first place is Elwin's, undisputably.
Why? Why is it Elwood? He hasn't done anything crazy yet.
That's that we know of. That's the important part.
Yeah, I mean, Goel literally is it Goel and Jeffers released like a battle from the freaking depths of hell.
He did it,
Hey, Goel
in
didn't
front of.
do that. Just me.
Hey guys, maybe the key to this trap room is jumping into the probably less damaging pit of acid.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Maybe we can do that. That's a great.
alas,
idea.
there's a
Let's
glass
just
wall.
throw them back there.
I once played with a group where they found a very similar pit of acid actually, and they saw little thingies swimming in there. So they're like, "Oh, if they're swimming in there, then it's safe. Like at least it's survivable." Yeah, those things were black dragon hatchlings, and they jumped straight into the acid to hide from
I honestly
hunting them.
speaking, I was going in a totally different direction there. I was thinking it was like going to be mind flare larva.
That would have been even worse. Even worse. Into the brine of the mind flayers pool. But I heard everyone is here, so might as well get right back on to tormenting you inside the pit of acid that is this trap. As Zirin, you're up first. First, I need you to make my strength saving throw. On a fail,
As
you are restrained, and
a
it is your turn.
strength? What?
Yes,
The
Okay.
goop.
it rolled from the goop. The defensive protocol is the restraining slime. So go for
Wow,
that.
the slime is handing me a restraining order, which I receive and will oblige by.
And it is your turn, Zirin.
Perfect. The movement-based paladin cannot move. Seriously though, how can Zirin break free from that? Or is it
It
like
lasts until the next initiative 10. So for that, you will be restrained. I guess you can teleport away from it to remove it, but yeah.
yeah, I suppose. Um, hmm. Let me see. Concentration is on the primordial ward, so there's that. Okay, so I want to ask you something because it's Zirin is a low wisdom character. He cannot really read a situation or a creature very well. All right, so would it be uh, would a low wisdom character be able to discern that vicious mockery would deal no damage to an ooze, or is it okay if he tries that?
I mean, it's always okay if you try that. However, that being said, from past experience, Zirin, I'm not sure if he has fought many uses, so I cannot answer on that. I don't recall what he has fought and what he has not, but not necessarily all uses are immune to psychic damage. That's a vast assumption there.
No, well, I'm saying I'm not even sure myself. Actually, I just know that as a rule of thumb, creatures that are not, you know, anthropomorphic or four-legged and semi-sentient on something tend to be immune to psychic numbers. That's why I assume that. But you know what? I'll find out along with Zirin, who will turn towards the creature and say, "By the goddess, the only thing you're good at is doubling your own ugliness." And try to hurt it with that kind of mockery for hopefully 8 psychic, but uh, the
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 creature
little
will
thing.
take the full of it. It does not understand you, but it doesn't need to comprehend you. As you, in the string of insults that you apply, the creature seems to be baffled by that.
Well, Zirin is very proud of himself. I'm sort of enjoying the potential mental image of a ooze being baffled. But that is Zirin's action. No bonus action. He will stay where he is.
And right on to the next 10. The slime continues to flood, and we are at 6d10 for this 10. This means that Elwin, Goel, Zirin, and Snowson takes a fail saving throw. All of them make deck saves. This time for 34 points of acid damage. I think Zirin, you're at disadvantage because of restraint.
Sadness. Yeah. Does anyone have an inspiration? I would very much like not to take all that.
You
I
do have
wish.
Bardic.
Oh, I do have Bardic, and it's a D10, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, so I need a 4 for that. How bad can it go?
Let's find out.
70%, let's go. I love you, Zephyrus.
You also get gain temporary points equal to the number rolled, so you get 12 temporary hit points
12 10.
because my
The damage from
charisma.
that then goes for 34 to 17 to 8 for you, Zirin.
So it's
And I need Goel also to roll me a saving throw for that.
okay. So I even have temporary left. Nice.
As
Or
the vat of acid continues to become even more and more, and it will go now to 7 d10. However, Jethros, you will notice that the room, this corner that you made over there, is nearly all full with it, so it doesn't slow the progression any further now.
Great.
And
Cool.
it is your turn.
Is the coin slot visible still or no?
It obscured once again. You know where it is because you have seen it. You do have advantage on attempts to once again find it.
But the attempt to find it will be my thing, right? I wouldn't be able
That
to.
is correct.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to interact with it at the same time.
However, those things do not need to be done all by the same person, as long as they are within one another. One can spot it, the other one can do the thing, so things can happen with held actions, aiding one another and stuff as such.
No, yeah, I can't even get to it. So I guess I'll do the thing. I didn't want to do. Yeah. I'll take out a scroll from my pack and I'll read off of it some archaic spellcraft, and I'll cast Blight on the door to try and remove the ichor from it again. Is that how much is that? Like 8d8? What is that?
Give me a quick second. I think it is 8d8. You are correct on that. I'm just keeping an eye on to the potential saves that they make against this, because those are saved.
And I'd have to make an Arcana check, but it's not that high, because it's above my spell level for Warlock.
Yeah, I'll go from the con save of the creature that are using that. You should be able to make it, and my con save is at a +9. So I'll go with that. The creature responsible for this. It will make, however, it will take still some damage as you turn out of grab the scroll and speak a few words of power, and the slime in there starts to corrode. For a total of 36, which is 18 if you apply resistances to it. Not resistance, sorry. The save in there. As Jeffrey, you grab and you see the slime once again. You take some damage and will with us for a quick moment, revealing once again the slot, even so momentarily. But anything else, Jeffrey?
What's the height of the slime?
Currently, it is on 7 to 10. It's about 4 feet from the ground.
Cool. Okay. I stay up high and I end my turn.
And Goel, you are up next.
So, did we figure out that the door slit situation, or were you still bashing it?
Indeed. First things first. Make me the dex save, Pharaoh. You haven't made one for this turn. The damage was 34 acid.
Oh.
You're more than fine. Snarshok took a failed save, a failed death save from that, but that's for later on. As Goel, Elwin said that he needs something smaller, like a dagger, to be put in there. However, the slime once again obscured, so it's a combination attempt that needs to be done.
So someone need to hold an action until my turn or someone else's turn come and remove that slime, and immediately the same 6-second insert the thing inside. Yeah.
Can I use my action now to smash the slime away from the slit, since I know exactly where the slit is, to clear the way?
You can make I guess an athletics check to try and do so. You know where the slit is, so you're trying to create an opening for it. Check over.
Okay, at normal, or?
You are raging, so you are at advantage.
Yeah.
As Goel, you move towards there and you start grabbing the slimes. The more appear, the more you start to carve out. So Elwin has a chance to slit the dagger in there.
How much damage did I take from the acid?
34, which is for you, 17, which is you made the save, it's 8.
Here's my bonus action to get some temp HP. Or was that my action to clear the thing?
That was your action. You still have a bonus action if you want to get some temp aid.
Yeah, I'll do adrenaline rush.
Assume that's your turn, Goel.
Yeah, that's my turn. There.
As right after that, it is the defense protocol time. So let's see what it will roll. Once again, the restraining slime is. So I need Goel, Alwyn, and Jirin to make me strength saving throws. You're more than fine, Alwyn. You are restrained, and so is Zirin for that turn. More so Zirin continues to be restrained as Judas. You are up next.
Well, there's one thing to do. Continue hacking at this door with the full strength of a hatred and the pain driving me on.
Again?
Partly so.
You really hate this door, don't you?
I hate this door so much. First level smite, so 68, right?
Yes.
What's budshed? Budshed.
Bloodshed?
It's bloodshed, but yeah.
Oh,
Bloodshed. Bloodshed, not bloodshed. No bullshit.
Bullshit. It says bullshit
Anyway,
blade.
there you go, because the radiant. Zealot. Sorry, there's just 2 radiant damage to the first attack. I don't think 13 hits, does it?
The first attack doesn't hit, no, so it's only
Yeah,
the second
so
one
it's.
adds to the critical.
Yeah, so that's a good little 6 damage.
As you turn to the door and strike once and twice against it, and again your blade opens up a spot and reduces, because once again, with the lingering damage, you do reduce the threshold a little bit. The slime does absorb a little bit more from the area around. It goes back to 6d10 instead of 7d10. But yeah, anything else, Judas?
That's me.
Videva down there will, seeing those 2 black puddings are still up, she will try to help and aid in bringing them down. Should do one to the one next to Zerin. That hits and should destroy the other one, and one towards the one next to Judas, as the ratio of those creatures is barely at 7. A burst of radiant damage as it strikes at the blob of acid as Elwin. You are up next.
I will use my mentor. Wait, just to be sure, because I feel it is kind of powerful. Is it a limited teleportation? Dim light, you can use a bonus action.
I don't think
Or
it has charges.
Okay, so yeah, I will teleport out of the thingy to the door
Mhm.
and jam the dagger inside the.
As Goel is giving you an open spot for that, you jam the dagger straight in there. You start twitching left and right. There is a mechanism in there that seems to move accordingly to your dagger. However, the dagger is not the exact perfect fit, but it just might work. It just might. You can make me a sleight of hand check to try and find the correct spot for it to unlock the door.
Asking a fighter to do that. Don't we have a rogue? No, we don't have. Give me a second. 20?
That is enough for that, as you just turn the slime in, turn the extent of the weapon in there, and you hear a soft clicking noise as if the door unlocked. The slime continues to flow, but the door is not longer locked. All it requires is a potent push.
Action surge.
Go for it.
I don't have
If
it.
you want.
And my turn.
More than fine, as the black pudding over to here continues, moves closer towards Judas, and makes more attacks. It has a single target for it, and it goes again and again for it. Even with a d4, this will still hit. For 3 bludgeoning and 9 acid, a total of 12 points of damage to you, Judas, as Zirin. You are up next.
All right. Zirin is restrained. And, oh boy. You know what? It worked once. Why shouldn't it work again? So he'll turn towards the black pudding and say to it, Good. Good thing you're black in this green in this green background. It would be sad to miss something so fun, so hilariously ugly looking as you.
Yeah, you tell
And
him.
that's for 6 psychic.
Are
He's
you are you
he
insulting the black goo?
yes, he's insulting the black goo. It worked once. He'll do it again since he's restrained. Yeah, it saves. My save is I think 16. Yes.
More than fine. As you speak a few words of power, the boiling sludge in there still lingers formidable. As right after that, again, as the vat is increasing, I need the deck saves for everyone. Alwyn, Goel, and Zin. That is not everyone, I guess.
Again?
I take the damage.
This time it's 60-10.
Why you sound happy?
That's it. This is great.
Ow!
Zin,
Okay.
you do have disadvantage on that because you are restrained.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
I don't make the
Come.
rules. You'll take only 18 there.
14 actually, but
With a temporary, you mean? Or something like
yeah,
that.
I had 4
Okay,
temporary
yeah.
left and have to make a 10.
No
So
worries. However, as now the vat of acid continues to extend, this stands. Not that it will matter much for you, but it will turn the area now that it is at 8d10. It now covers up to 6 to 7 feet. You start flowing toward there, making the area hard terrain for everyone in
Is
here.
Snowsock floating or is he.
In the challenge, slightly floating, slightly submerged, slightly floating, slightly submerged.
Oh, God.
And Jeffers, you are up next.
Why ain't the fucking door open?
Just I need one more push to the door.
I shoot the fucking door.
You turn towards it and attempt to blast the door open. I guess make me a charisma check. Since you're using your charisma instead of your... It's an athletics with charisma. Yes, that is the correct.
Would it help at all that my Eldritch Invocation shoves things for mineral shot?
You can have advantage on it, sure.
Okay. Charisma.
Sounds fitting.
Oh no.
Probably just a straight charisma. Well, actually, no. It have
It's
your
+2. So it's a +7. So I'll roll a d20.
And you roll it again.
All right.
You have advantage, but yeah.
So 20.
13 plus 7, that is 20. That is bad enough. As Elwin unlocks the door, you blast towards it. All 3 days slam at the door, and the door pries open. And the moment that the door pries open, the acid starts to flow the opposite downwards towards there, quickly filling the area and starting to drench the room from it. And the Balor appears. No, obviously no Balor. He's in there. As a flow of acid starts to move past you towards there.
Neat.
that was a big ass
Sending
gelatinous
with
cube right away.
that's one way to see it.
You know what will be funny? That's his daughter of the spider waiting us and a wave of acid burning her.
There is a black budding remaining, but it will just take the shots of the Deva and some hits from Goel, and I'm pretty sure there is no need to keep initiatives for that much longer.
Unless it's the boss in disguise.
God damn! That was close, guys.
Whoever who made this trap is very cunning.
I hadn't. There are many words I've used to describe followers of the Great Hunger, but cunning was never one of them.
It wasn't thanks
Never.
to Judas. Uh, well, I turned to Judas, still angry from the door, and the light he showed the slit. It might will take more time. You're okay there, Judas?
Mm,
He is fine. He's not a child. Let us keep a move on.
I turn to dust.
The devil will fly right next
Gotta-
towards Zerin and
Mhm.
will use the final healing touch on them for 23 points of healing. Hand in the back, quickly to mend the last wounds remain, or some of the wounds that were done from this. And she will say, as some sort of comfort or anything as such, those that have stared directly into the abyss, into the madness, following this deity, this greater evil, they are a threat to this world. Make no mistake. They are not mindless puppets. They just have a different assumption of what reality is to them.
Right.
You'll make best in your travels to never underestimate the enemy of our goddess. All of them are cunning, and all of them are vile.
Yes, graceful one. I will not make that mistake again. He'll say as he tries to keep wipe any remnant greenish goo from his clothing to make himself a little more presentable.
I will like not knock, like slam the door. Uh, how to say his name? Sagiun?
Zon
Zonkir?
Zonkir. I will say Zonkir.
Oh,
was trapped,
Mm.
but I
G-
had sounds. Good thing I was not at the front.
yeah. If you wasn't with us, we well melted as like moving the burning from my freaking body out that freaking gelatinous ooze between my armor.
This place reeks. Can we move on?
Let's go.
What is guarded behind that door must be the most horrid possession or being in this place. There must be the altar of the Elder Eye. We must destroy it.
Is Jethris staying back or?
well, I turned into a fart cloud because I didn't know if I could get in this door or not. My
You want
curiosity
to
is
go
killing me.
through onto the other side, right?
I mean, I don't know. I would have asked first if like I can even do it before I cast a spell,
You
but
can. In gaseous form, you should be able to get there. In front of you, you see a small altar or shrine in there, and sitting at the top of that, there are two small lanterns here and there that glow with a little bit of light. There's some phosphorus inside. But this one, the one at the center, is different. It glows with a sickly green hue, and the other two have some sort of herbs inside that are bioluminescent and probably enchanted with some magic or commanded as such. They seem to shed a dim light. But this one, the one in front of you, this one is a hooded lantern, and there is nothing inside it except from a slightly spectral form that seems to slightly hover around the interior of the lantern,
I am.
as if it is being contained.
I would have been basically checking out these two rooms while Goel was tending to his dog. But before I leave this room, the dust cloud's going to go up to this lantern, and can I make a check to see what the hell's happening with it?
Make an Arcana check.
Normal. Arcana. 23.
A restless spirit seems to hide or more so lair within. It is a magical item that seems to be the container of a soul, a spirit trapped in there.
This looks similar to the one we threw into the forge, right?
Similar and at the same time not identical.
Okay. Well, I'll check out the other room as well then.
In there, an
Ooh.
armor stands in front of you. A strange glow onto the armor in front of you. This is a full suit of plate armor with a ethereal glow glimmering at the very center of it. You look towards it, and as you gaze, you see a reflection. However, spirits that haunt around and lair in this corridor.
Interesting.
Cool craftsmanship.
Turning to the door, like on this side, do I see any like mechanism to like open it? Or is it locked on both sides?
You turn around to check onto the door. There doesn't seem to be something on the handle that would force the door open. Not a key on top of it.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I come out of dusty form. I grab this suit of armor. Do I die?
No. On the contrary, you have a rather potent armor in front of you and in your possession. I think it has a weight of 65 pounds.
Ah, fuck. Okay. I clamber all of it. Half of it's hanging out of my arm as I try and keep it in my grasp. Oh, fuck.
Ding, 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 ding. A faint sound from there.
One of the boots falls. I pick it up with my foot and put it back on. My tail picks the boot up. And I will dimension door into the other room. No, into the lantern room.
Oh, okay, sorry. Different room.
And while I'm clattering with all these items of the armor, I will try to, with the tip of my finger, try and pick the lantern up as well. If you'll allow me to carry all this shit.
You should be able to do so.
Okay, I'll pick that up and I'll do the same thing, but this time I'll be right next to Zirin. as I cast Dimension Door again.
As the both of you are, as Goel, Judas, Elohim, and
Woof.
Snowsong, you're all about to go towards there, you hear a clattering sound right behind you as items are drop across the floor. Turn around and you see that Jeffers has made quite a collection, quite a journey in there.
Huh.
Got some shit.
Well,
Damn.
well, shit is not a word I'd use to describe some of those. At least one of them is gorgeous looking.
Yeah, I just gotta shove it in my pack.
Damn.
Zirian will actually be absorbed by the plate armor and start admiring it instead of, storing it away in Jeffrey's pack.
Do we know what the stuff is? Where's the beautiful? Where's the beautiful stat so we could all go?
Oh, it's just something. I'll check it out once we finish whatever the fuck this great deific
Shit is,
woman
yeah.
here desires.
Hey man, do that.
Well, what she basically desires is us making sure nothing is left moving in this place.
Let's
So that
fucking get to it then.
As you all start to advance further, in a second I'll pull you down on the map.
Sorry.
Do you use an app? Sorry, voice changer. Do you use an app to create these maps? Or
Some of
do you-
them I use Photoshop.
Oh, Photoshop. Okay. Photoshop.
Most of them he uses this magical thing called money.
Yes. Patreon is probably my best source of map. But alas, as you are all moving to the deeper or the inner sanctum down below, as you rush towards there, you
Ugh.
will find a strange, terrifying sight at the base of it. What looks like a massive gargoyle, but with a single eye at the very center, and a vat of acid at the very front of it.
I have a question. Sorry. I'm an idiot.
Go ahead.
On the way, how long was the way down here? Just to make sure.
Not that much.
Could I
less than a
have
minute to get down there.
summoned Muggy and my fuck, what is it called? Muggy and the elemental Rocky.
I mean, you have a moment right now as well as you move towards there. Nothing is of urgency. Okay, so
Okay. Reginald, Rock, and Muggy are here. Sorry. Because I know we're in for a fight.
yes, Maggie would be slightly smaller because it wasn't
Yeah.
a massive item from up above. Should be still.
I'm gonna use, since I probably won't get the chance unless I interrupt, the stillness. What is it called? Tireless.
Go for it.
1d8.
You've clearly brought company in here. Look at that. The Devas on Kier, Snowsong, Maggie, and Reginald, all of you.
Yeah.
They're about as many as you are.
We got fucked up last room. We're making sure we're not doing it this time.
I'm waiting until the Earth Elemental go rampage like like a last time.
Did we get any heals, or are we just going at it raw?
No, we didn't say we did.
Well, shit.
We don't have our cleric. Our cleric decided to disappear.
How irresponsible of them. I would really like to meet them to give them a piece of my mind.
Aren't you a paladin?
Sorry, you can continue, guys. I'm done interrupting.
No worries. Give me just an extra second in here, fixing one last.
Zarin is a paladin, right?
Yes.
Zarin.
Yes.
And a bard.
And a
Yeah.
bar. Ah, okay. One
Well,
more.
you know, since Kaz is weighing us down, needing an extra second, I'm just gonna cast a Cure Wounds on myself as we're walking down.
Actually, now that Gwel mentioned, there is no paladin subclass that focuses on healing, is there?
No.
I
That-
do not believe so.
That's called cleric.
they get like some give temporary, but that's about it.
Yeah, and technically the redemption one heals, quote unquote, by absorbing the damage themselves, but the damage is still dealt.
No. No, in the beginning I thought you were a cleric, but I remembered you doing lay on hands and having an aura, so I was like, no, you're a paladin, you're not.
Mhm.
So
It's
that's
the
why I
best
said
way. Yeah, it was the best way I could think of to represent the Dark Song Knights of the Dark Dancer.
As you're moving towards there, all of you at the same time, you see bulging out from this pool two eye sockets, massive ones, appear as if they seem to gaze towards you, as if they are bathed in the ichor. This is the place where they must be. You're just screaming inside this bowl of ichor. And yet, this sinister feeling won't cling away from you. You're being gazed, you're being watched, and this is not something that you seem to enjoy. Eyes are on us. The angel will speak as slowly the goop, the sludge in there starts to take form and shape. A humanoid one, what looks very much like a silhouette of a drow. And slowly it will reveal its presence. As the eyes seem to gaze towards you, and this drow standing out of there, forming its armor and weapon at hand. You are no chosen, our master. Urlachturia. Ortushie. You do not belong here.
Oopsies, wrong door.
Sludge starts to pour out of this container. The eyes are pulled with it as they start to spill from the stairs or those steps in there. The group starts to spill and slowly forming blobs of acid with lassing pseudopods right in there, squirming right in front of you. The angel will speak towards you. This is not a live one. This is one that has long passed the realm of the living. And the line of no return. If you are not acting, the angel is surely about to shoot them. Go ahead, Goel, if you wanted to do something.
Yeah, thanks. Goel will say, well, hold on.
Well, I guess there is no room for diplomacy here.
And he will charge.
Go get him, Reggie.
The wrong person, but okay.
I'm talking to my rock.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, Reggie the Rock. Okay.
Muggy will be floating within all of us, so I'm going to say, Goel, you have plus 10 feet movement.
Okay. So
Given
I
this
have.
is the moment that we roll initiatives, because if Goel is
Yes.
acting, if the angel is acting, everything is acting.
Yes.
I'll give you Goel like the 10 feet as you are moving forward. You're not getting the full 10. You're not surprising them or anything. You're just starting to rush towards there as if you are
Fine.
charging. That is.
It was more thematic.
Yeah, I understand. Like, I'm putting you 10 feet further just for that. As you start to move towards there, you say that there's no diplomacy. The angel will add to that, not with this one, and struck your bow as the enemy as well prepares to lash out. And I need everyone to roll me initiatives.
You would.
I do.
Kaz, I'd like to ask, how much more time should I have on my primordial ward?
How long does it last?
A minute. And I used like 3 or 4 turns of it.
Sadly, it will be down by the time that
All
Jeff
right.
does all of his things and you take a quick moment to look around.
Sorry.
All right. It doesn't matter. It's very short anyway. It would be for like 4 turns at best.
I see Sirin, I see Goel, I see Elohim. I do not see so far Judas, and I don't see Zirin, sorry. I don't see Jethros, I believe.
What? Why?
Yeah, I don't see you. For some reason. I'll add you.
I clicked on my guy.
Clickety-clack.
Judas, roll me your initiative as well.
No, I don't want to. No, I'll do.
It doesn't go like that.
Don't do me like that.
More than fine, as quickly the eye in the lair will glow with a sinister gaze towards you, and the area will start to fill with acid. As wherever you all are, it will, a vat of acid will explode, and everyone, Goel, Judas, Elwin, Jethros, the angel, Zirin, Snowsong, even so Muggy in there and the other cup are instantly grappled by the goop in there.
Okay. Even if I'm floating?
10-foot radius puddle of slime in the ground.
Well,
It's on the ground, so yeah, more than fine for you and the Deva. You are out of that because you're both floating in there. That makes sense. They're flying as quickly as the area fills with this slime. The Deva will turn and look around, looks towards Zenin and Goelens. He will try to free one of the lot of you with her action as he will try to do so onto Zenin. So she will attempt the saving, the check for you, Jiren.
all right.
And she will turn towards you, Jiren, grab you, and move you out of it, out of the restraining slime, as as she then starts to fly up forth. And you are up next, Jiren. You are no longer grappled, but everybody else seems on the ground, seems to be.
Yeah, everybody else seems grappled, which is not ideal. However, let me check how that works. The slime is difficult terrain. It's creature in that area when the slime has the grapple condition. All right. So if I walk on it, I don't get grappled again. That's
Yes, it's only
all
when it
right.
appears that it grapples people that are in it.
All right. Well, Zirin knows who among us is the most eager to, to cause some hurt. So he will use his movement to get next to Goel and use his sword as a lever to try and get his. I suppose his foot might be stuck in the slime, so he tries to use his sword as a lever to get Goel's foot unstuck. So he can attempt a check for Goel.
Go for it.
All right. Although I suppose, is there a way I can attempt it using acrobatics instead of?
I doubt in this scenario. You can use your dexterity, I guess, because this is a slime and you're trying to
Right.
split it with your weapon. I'm okay with
I'm okay.
dexterity, but not
All
acrobatics.
right. Excellent.
Athletics with dexterity.
Yeah, of course. And athletics with dexterity. Sure. So yeah, I'll just roll it with. Oh
Dexterity.
wait, I do get the jack of all trades here. So whatever I roll is +2.
Go for it.
Ah, it's a 13. Oh well.
Then you quickly try to help Goel escape from those bindings, but you try to do so, but your blades get stuck into the slime. You try to pull it out. It didn't seem to work.
Yep, that is sort of sad, but what can you do? Is that? Oh, that's a bonus action. As a bonus action, Zirin will enhance himself with kinetic jaunt. So his feet will feel lighter, his movement will become nimbler, and he is ready to dodge some things. But that's it for now. Yeah.
And Goel, you are up next. As you're moving towards there, your feet are stuck in the slime as you're about to fall forth, and you stop yourself.
No save.
No save, but you can use your action to try and escape. It's a layered
Use
action,
my
but it
action.
is slime. Yes, that's how you escape a grapple.
It's not a creature, so you can't use an attack to shove it away, sadly.
And it's magical.
It's a
Is it?
slime in here. It is magic, I guess, given it's a layered action. I'm not sure how that is worded. It is a slime. For example, can you link me the ability that what it does, and maybe that will be enough.
No. The one. Okay, so it's just hard terrain, not restrained condition.
Okay,
The thing I have helps with hard terrain.
this is grappled. But yeah,
So weird. Right. Okay, I'll use my action to get out then.
athletics check.
What is it?
DC 15. An athletics DC 15. You break free of the grapple.
Move 5. 40 right here. So that's my full movement. And I have 10 feet, right? That's the extra 10 feet, or is it just the...
You have the extra 10 feet from Maggie, yes.
Yeah. Go right here. And bonus action rage.
This is your last rage for the day, right?
Yes.
Keep in mind, you still have things to go further down the line, but nonetheless, if you want to use your last rage, go for it. As Goel rushes all the way towards the creature and prepares to blast at it, go ahead.
This is not the big bad? Is this like not the culmination?
Of this temple, for sure, but you are not done for the day. This is not the reason why you are here.
Something tells me that this...
We are doing this specifically for the Deva that was summoned.
Yes.
man. Judas,
you wanna
you
rage,
have
go for it.
rages left, right?
What about me?
Do you still have some rages left?
Oh yeah. And
This is
heals.
my last one. Okay. Yeah, I'll rage. That's my turn. Snow Song will transform into electric eel. Um, we're going all out for this darn diva. Uh, what's the temp HP I get? It is 5d10. Ugh, terrible.
At
I'll
least
just add it to
30
his.
some.
I'll add it to his health like a regular heal because it's probably gonna die this fight. Okay, that is his action. Bonus action, I mean. For his action, he will try to free himself.
Go for it. Snow Song is
He
free.
does so. He'll do his full movement of 40 right here. That's his turn.
Judas, you are up next. You are grappled by the slime in front of you. I don't think that will
What
restrain your movement.
slime? What slime?
On
This
the
is
floor.
Slime in the
or just
ground, on the floor.
slime on the ground. I'm grappled by a slime on the ground. Not really, because I'm just going to Misty Step. Mr. Step, the glorious thing to get out of jail free card. Please remember to use it sparingly. Because I'm definitely not raging anymore, so I'm going to 30 feet Misty Step. Yeah, fudge it. Go home. I'll join you. Although I think this one gets the opportunity attack because I can go out right if I go through the middle.
Give me a second. I don't recall if they have a 10 feet range or 5. Only 5. So they will be able to make an opportunity attack as you are leaving their reach. Here is to that. This is on you, Judas. And I don't think that hits.
Unstoppable horror.
Unspeakable horror, not unstoppable.
I'm
Stop
attacking,
it.
so I'm sorry. Considering my location, oh, sweet mercy, why not? Let's go crazy. And when I mean by crazy, I mean recklessly. Let's bitch slap the hell out of them. I recklessly attack twice. Yeah, but I'm not raging anymore, so I need to break those two down. Bloodshed Blade. Ah, that's 24 hit.
24 definitely hits.
That's the damage, and then I attack again. Oh, not a crit. It's a curse, but not a crit. And there's the second one. And this thing is undead, isn't it?
Each time that you strike, you will get lashed by acid right back towards you. But it isn't undead. Beyond that, you're correct. It means that you
Yeah,
take 2d8 for each strike that you do. This is acid damage. So the first attack is
yeah,
9,
no,
the second attack is another 9. But it
that's
isn't
fine,
undead.
but it's undead and it's acid. So if it's undead, I will probably put a first level smite on that second one.
Go for it. 3d8.
Only 3d8? Oh, it's just one extra d8, right?
Yeah, correct.
Decent.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
but I take the 22. No, I'm sorry, I take the 9 and the 9, so that's 18.
Anything else to this?
And that's me.
As right after that, Jeffries, you are up next.
Okay. 40 feet. Just checking spacing. Yes. I have a feeling these guys have multi-attack. I will strum my banjo with a deep note that will resonate and slow them. I will cast slow upon all three of them. It's a 40-foot cube. Opening all the wrong sheets. Here we go.
Nice. The unspeakable horror.
Just succeeds,
Oh.
I think.
Both unspeakable horrors fail. Fails master. I don't know what is your AC.
It's 18.
15 or 18. 18 makes it. The creature is at advantage due to magic resistance.
All right, and I'll move 30 feet to the corner over here. Getting out of the way of everyone else, and Muggy will move just a little bit ahead of everyone, still giving Elwyn, Zirin, and Reginald the movement. I guess also the Deva as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll take the dodge action. That'll be him.
Elwyn, you are up next.
I will teleport using my cloak, 30 feet. And I run, smack this creature. Sadly, I cannot attack it with advantage because I did not pop out next to it. So it will be 3 normal attack. So
I think it's
1.
just as your next attack. I could be wrong.
Give me a second. Let me check because that will save my attack. So
You then have advantage of the first melee attack you make before the end of your turn. So yeah, the first attack. Just the first attack.
Okay, so it will be then Rabbit Strike
Yeah,
because
so
that's
2
what I
attacks.
do. So another attack, 23, 3 more
hits.
attack. So
Keep in mind, each time that you strike that, you take a d10 points of damage from its body.
then so wait for until I use all my attacks. See if I hit.
Yes.
So 3 more attack. 1, 2. Wow, this is 3.
What
Okay.
the heck?
Kaiden activate his thingy on me.
You take a single point of acid damage because only one of those attacks hits the 23. But you do still damage it for 10 points of slashing damage. Anything else, Helen?
No, I don't know. How did I roll 3 times 1?
I am not certain as well.
It's the same amount of chances to roll 3 ones as it is to roll 3 20s in a row. So yeah, congratulations. You just went the other way.
Balanced.
You went the opposite way that you should, Elwyn. As the moment that the creature creates a pseudopod that is about to strike towards Judas, Elwyn, you appear towards there and strike and cut it at half. The creature turns, lashes, and recreates another one to lash towards you. But because it is slow, it will only make a single attack towards you, Elwyn.
Thank you.
But I doubt that hits. I think that fails.
Yeah, dodge it.
At the end of its turn, however, the target will no longer be slowed. And Zonkir, if anything, is trying to be as resourceful as they can, as they will only attempt to get out of this goo, but they will fail to do so. The horror right in front of Judas and Goel will turn in front, and as the eye gazes, it starts to boil and spew acid towards the both of them. And I need both of you to make me a dexterity saving throw
Woo!
against the vile hex.
Damn, 34 damage. You didn't roll low for that, eh? Dexterity. Thank goodness for being barbarians, alcohol.
You both make the save, which means that you don't take any damage, because if you fail, you just are coated with that acid and you take the damage at the start of your turn. So you take no damage as the creature hurls acid.
I just have this picture in my mind as Go and Judas slam this creature in front of us, the acid spitting on our front chests. Suddenly, both of them kind of feel like their spider sense tingling, and they kind of look at each other, look backwards, and just jump away from each other as the spew just comes past them, right, passing passing them by as they look at each other and says, "Fucking warriors attack from in front, you cunt." That's me.
And right after that, the creature in front of you, that undead, as you said, will just merge with a pool of acid and remerge again, only that this time it comes with the whole body of it being encased into a blob of acid, and it will start lashing out. First, it will try with a pseudopod attack towards the one that hit it, that is Judas. So towards you, Judas, it will make a single strike. Did you reckless Judas or no? I don't recall.
Yeah, it's I reckless, so
Okay.
you get that advantage. Crit. Damn it.
Not fair. It
I said
tried,
crit,
but it
dude.
didn't. For 20 points of bludgeoning damage and 10 points of acid damage as it latches towards you, and as it turns and looks around, it sees a gathering of foes into the distance, and the ooze strikes towards you, Judas, but the other hand extends and points towards the Deva, Zerin, and Maggie, and it stands to chant words of power and vile magic as it's about to cast a spell. Above them or below them, the slime that is there starts to slowly not evaporate, fly
You're
upwards.
raging.
I know that
Yeah.
people might
I'm not
try.
raging.
I know people might try to counter spell. Just giving
No,
a
I
description
have.
of the spell, and
Oh,
then
gotcha.
people can attempt to do all things. Give me just a quick second. As the acid from below starts to boil upwards and create an orb right above Ziri and the rest of them. However, many of you have both reactions and Maid Slayers before you start to make any attacks or any attempts. Goel, I'm sure, will make his Maid Slayer reaction, no question about it. No matter what, if this succeeds or fails, regardless of that, I need to know if the others are trying to counterspell or not. Are you trying to counterspell Judas? I'm going from proximity.
Oh, let's first do goal.
It matters not if Goel succeeds or not. You cannot know before you, because all of this is happening at the same time.
Same time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now which one? Increase your fire.
Counterspell is the problem. That's what we're looking at. He's asking if
I
you want to
Pretty much.
counterspell.
If you're
I'm just gonna
counterspelling
bash
as
his head.
well,
That's all.
I'll
Goel
I'll counterspell.
Roger that, and I will get to that in a second. Jeffries, are you also counterspelling on top of that?
I have two
Okay.
little spell slots right now.
More than fine. Asking for that. So let's do one at a time. Goel, you make me the attack.
Hit him, go on. Do it.
17 hits. You
It's
do
concentrating.
21 points of damage, more than aware, but you also take 12 points of acid right back towards you. The spell, however, is no concentration, so it will have no effect to that. Judas, you're counterspelling. I'll assume this is level 3?
It has to be.
This is a vitriolic sphere, so it's a 4th level spell. So I need you to make me a DC 14 charisma check to make that, to stop it.
How do I charisma check? So just click on
D20
charisma.
plus charisma. Yeah.
That is correct.
Click on charisma. And what? How much do I need to make? What's the DC?
14. It's a 4th level spell.
Oh crap! No, I get an advantage. So, but I will re-roll.
Go for it.
Use inspiration. There we go.
Nice.
And indeed, as you see that sphere is about to blow, Judas, you extend your hand in there and shatter it before it bursts. No, it wasn't ready, the Ooze Master says towards you, and the Earth Elemental is up next.
If the Earth Elemental gets here, can it grab Zirin?
Sure.
Alright. It's gonna Earth Glide underneath and come up over here and try and grapple Zirin.
I guess Zirin won't have an issue with that.
Alright. Can it pull Zirin from the goopy? Or no?
Sure. How much movement has the Earth Elemental left?
5.
So just take him as far as it can from there. Zirin is not currently grappled by the goop, so at least you're bringing it closer. That is.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Well, fuck. Okay.
Oh, if you want to do something else, do it. I thought you were aware.
Well, I also actually am just now remembering that he was started within 10 feet of Muggy, so Earth Elemental's just going to get him out of the goop straight up. Because he
Okay,
has 10
over
more
to
feet of
here.
movement. Sorry. And
No worries.
that's Reginald's turn.
And as the Ooze Master is currently surrounded by two enemies, well, the Ooze Master is going to do what he does best. And the eye right in above him will glow, and he will just dissolve into a blob of slime, not smile. He's not smiling. And from the acid into the distance, the Ooze Master will reappear as he reforms to there. The Deva takes a step to the side as he is surprised by that, but not enough to stop her from hurling two shots towards the creature. Each striking potently. First one for 30 points of radiant and piercing damage. The second one for 21. Two potent blows as the Deva hurls with her sword bow twice. And Zirin, you are up next.
All right. I will assume no longer grappled by the elemental, or
You are no
Yeah, he
longer
released
grappled.
it,
I'll
yeah.
assume as well.
all right. Good. Good. Let's assess the situation a bit. He's going to move here and oh yeah, I am using the jaunt, so mm, yeah, I think he'll go and help the rest of the folks. Uh, what is that? What is that again?
That's the big bad that just teleported over
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, that's him. For some reason, I thought it was a different token. Um, I guess we don't want to let Zonkir be squashed so quickly by the big bad. So Zeren will, as a bonus action, blow his hunting horn again, and this time he'll provide uh, the speed to the temporary hit points and potential speed to Zonkir, Judas, Goel, and Elwin. So these four
Judas,
people.
Goel and Elwin, you can use your reaction. Goel, you have already used yours, but Judas and Elwin, Judas has also used his. Elwin, you can use your reaction to move towards the creature. Zonkir is sadly grappled still.
Oh yeah, he's still grappled. Oh well, 5 temporary. Best I can do from this
Goel and Judas,
distance.
you also take 5 temporary, but Elwin, you can use your reaction if you want.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Zirin will approach the guy. And is this pod like? Is he standing on it? Is he inside it? Like, does it protect him?
This is his square, essentially. Like, this is his grid, his
Okay.
lines.
Okay. Excellent. So Zirin is going to try and attack him twice. First and second one, if it hits, will be a smite. Does a 19 hit?
I think also an 11 hits. 11 also hits.
Wow.
It
Okay.
also adds the corpse bane damage because it is an undead.
True. Oh, nice. Nice. So the last one will be. Wait. Oh, here. We'll make it a third level smite. So that's a total of 5d8 extra. Uh, so that's 14 magical slashing, 16 magical slashing, and 21 radiant. As Zirin tries to literally cleanse the monster. All right, see you, Reggie. And you know what? Let's make it a little bit interesting. I started my turn somewhere here, if I'm not wrong. Or
Over
here.
there. 10 feet
Over,
away.
over there.
No, you started from here, you moved
Yeah.
there, and then you went back,
Moved
something like that.
10, 10, 20. Yes. So I still have 20 more. So. Can't do it. Oh well. I was hoping to go to the other side to give Elwin some flanking, but. Oh well. No. Zirin will actually move this way. So that if the creature has a big hit, he has to choose to either hit Elwin or himself. So, with his fast pace, he'll reposition. And yeah, that's Zirin's turn.
Goal, you are up next.
Okay, I'm going to smash this big ol' eye tentacle ooze monster. It's at advantage, right? I don't need.
You don't have advantage against this one. You have advantage against this one if you move there.
Okay, yeah, I'll move here.
Okay.
His
That
token
hits.
is here, right?
Judas, yes.
Yeah, it's on. Bug it for me. I'll do that. Yeah. Okay, now it's fixed. I'll attack this one. This is the first attack. Second attack.
That hits as
and
well.
Third attack.
Why am I suddenly on the spot?
We're here. I'm not sure I follow.
Okay.
I was here. The boss was here in the middle.
Yeah, the enemy used one of its lair actions to get all the way out into the distance. Goel, your attacks all strike. However, you also suffer 12, which is 6 points of acid damage. As with each strike, you take a d4. And not a d4, a d10 points of acid damage.
Okay. So I take 1 damage.
But you are able to make the target bloodied with all of yours. And nothing else, Goel.
Oh, that's my turn.
Fighting side by side, Judas, you are up next.
On my screen has Judas where the boss was. Did the boss move me by any chance or not?
Yes, if you scroll all the way down, it uses a layer action to dissolve into goo and reappear somewhere in the.
It didn't
No,
move
he's
you.
saying
You're
that-
where you always were, Judas.
Oh, okay. Then
He
it's
was right
twice.
here.
Then it's
Okay.
yeah. That's what I meant. That's where I was. But on my screen it has me there.
Come on,
That's
Judas.
why.
Not you only have Misty Step.
Okay.
Also, bosses have
I,
Misty Step.
I know. That's why
He has a
I'm
visual
going to
glitch.
Misty
That's
Step.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Misty Step.
Okay.
Oh, baby is going to. Ooh, there goes my baby. Quickly, Misty
I'll
Step
show up.
runs up. Yeah, no, it's not at night time, so we'll see if she goes to sleep on herself or not. A second, and he runs up and he goes, "Vai Valhalla!" Sorry, no. And I will attack. Frack it, recklessly as always. We need to get this crit. Come on, Divine Father. Come on, Divine Mother. Mother, hear my call. She heard it.
Wow.
And
Wow.
here's where it gets fun. And no. Here's where it gets fun.
It's like, shut up. Here's the crit.
Oh. No. Even worse, mate. Even freaking worse. So, this is going to be glorious. Did I use my 4th level already? Yes, I used my 4th level already.
Yes.
Yes. So I only have. Well, this is going to be a third level
Isn't it
crit.
undead? Is it?
It is an undead.
It is undead. So third
So
level
you-
crit. So third level crit. So level 3 is how much?
I think it's
4,
4.
5d8, 10d8 for
10d8 again.
it being an undead.
Yeah.
This is with a crit.
Wait, how did that not work?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the same.
Okay, and then away. And then you remember what the bloodshed blade does.
I
Do you
remember.
remember what? You remember? Does the rest of the party remember what the bloodshed blade does?
Yeah, do it.
No.
Okay. Does it have a set number of how many I can spend? You can then spend one of.
You can spend as many as you want. Like you can put your whole health behind it, and it's gonna
Oh,
nuke it. I
oh,
know.
I know. I have to do this 10.
Should not have raised.
Then
It's gonna
d12. That will mean
get 10
20.
d10s.
10
D10s.
d10s. 20
Yeah.
d10s then.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's a bit of damage.
Yeah.
Did this place explode?
God, Emperor,
Well,
That's the
listen to
bloodshed
my
blade.
plea.
well, there will be a crater where that creature
Oof.
once stood.
Oh wow.
Medium roll. That's not so good. That's low roll actually.
You have more
That's
tens
the
than ones. How is it?
first. This is the first strike, everyone. Just to keep an eye. This is the first attack. Let's do this
Yes.
first.
Yes. And well, this is the first attack, and then Judas will attack again. Mother give upon him the sweet release of what pain feels. Another attack.
At this point, it's not pain, it's an execution. It's not even painless, it's fast.
And that is for another 19 points of damage. And clearly, what the first attack might have not done, the second one should. So give us a quick description. How you want to
Oh,
do
so
this, Judas?
very
You
well.
actually do manage to bring it down. You do also take
Oh, I
16
take more
points of
damage.
acid damage, but I don't think you care much.
No, no, not much. But what happens is, as suddenly the layer switches and turns, and acid suddenly splotch up, and suddenly Judas finds himself without an enemy in front of him. He hears Gauls says, "I'll hold him," as Gaul stands like a freaking boss, swinging one hammer at each of these monstrosities both sides of him. Judas suddenly just thinks, "Well, I could walk." When we're inside that acid place, and he suddenly misses steps, which makes him seem as actually as a suddenly disappears as a cloud of bats and reappears halfway next to Snowsong as he keeps running. As he runs, he jumps up into the air, brings his sword down, chopping off the arm of the caster just before he wants to smite him. Turning around, he basically whips at the acid of the arm, splashes on him, blood splattering everywhere. The bloodshed blade suddenly glows red as it sucks the life force out of Judas, as you can see his hair and his body almost wither in front of you as he stabs the creature right in the center of its skeletal chest, bones and breaking, sickeningly slimy sounds as he brings it up, and as with one strike brings it down, smash it in the ground, crumpling the creature into the ground as a puddle of slime and bones. The skull, with its red eyes, still looking at Judas angrily, as Judas finally just brings his boot down upon his head, looking sideways. Everywhere he goes down to one knee, exhausted, as he says a prayer to the Mother of Pain. And that's him. And that's that. Yeah.
Slow clap. That was great.
The enemy is instantly destroyed. There is no question about that. And there's only that's left are a few of those rather vile, but still competent horrors that are running amok. Jethros, you're up next.
I shoot this monster with 3 mineral shots. I don't wish to push it away though. I'm scared that what that slime pool might do.
All of them hit.
Hot. For 4 plus 8, 12, 18 force damage. And bonus action, I will keep my inspirations for now. Muggy is just going to fly, let's say right here, and give all these folks plus 10 to their walking. And that'll be him. Dodge action.
Elwin, you are up next.
Okay, I will run here and use Fighting Spirit. I get 15 temporary. Actually, no. I get only 10 temporary hit points, right? Because what's his name? Darren give me 5, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's only replace.
It will replace the temporary hit points. You cannot add on top of that.
So
Yes.
I get only 10.
Yes.
And first 2 attack, Rabbit Strike. And 3 more attack with advantage. if
Go
I'm
for
correct.
it.
1, 2, 3. God damn it! It was close to crit. So did all the attack hit?
All of them hit, yes.
So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 splashing acid in my face.
25.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not like Judas, but I try.
You definitely bring the creature blooded as well with your strikes, but you also take 25 points of acid damage in the
Ouchie.
process of doing so.
Oh, good thing I took the temporary hit point. But yeah, that is my turn.
The creature over to here will slightly maneuver around and then it will try to spray acid right in front of it. And this line, which is 5 feet wide, will get Elwin, Goel, Reggie, and Snowsong. And I need all 4 of you to make me that saving throw.
Sure.
Boo. Boo. Wait, do I have Indomitable?
Dexterity.
Yes, I have Indomitable. I will use Indomitable.
Ooh,
Recharges the ability.
Wow, Reginald got it.
I think, Elwin, you might be slightly out of orders. Yep, you're slightly out of the orders of your ally.
Yeah, I take 30 damage.
You
Ouch.
don't take any damage right now. You take damage at the start of your turn if the acid still remains on you.
Okay.
As other creatures can take an action to scrap it off. But that will be the creature's turn as it recharges their ability and prepares to continue, as it just continues to channel that energy. Zonker will continue to try and break free from that grapple, but as the layer subsides, I guess he will be out of that and he will no longer be within harm's way, so he'll move to the side to avoid more damage. The other creature will turn and try to lash towards you, Elwin, making a single attack because the creature is still slowed.
Ow. Yeah.
The attack will hit, but the creature won't make its saving throw against the slow as it continues to linger slow. This time it grabs and binds you for 22 points of bludgeoning damage as it doesn't allow you to get out of harm's way. And the Earth Elemental is up next.
Reginald has plus 10 to his movement speed, so he will earth glide under his party members and surf over 35 feet to get right here next to Slime Man and take 2 slams. Wapow, wapow. 21.
The first one doesn't hit. The second one does.
For 11 bludgeoning.
The elemental takes 1 point of acid damage as it does 11 to that hideous blob. And anything else for the elemental?
No, sir.
The devil will fly close towards Elwyn and will use its action to scrape the acid off. I'm not gonna let any children of our gods fall, become weakened by the vile magic of these creatures. And she will, with a single touch, she will use and radiate holy light towards you and shine the sludge away. And she will then get close to it to prepare to tank some hits if needed be by it. That will be its turn. Azirin, you are up next.
Okay. All right. Zirin can actually move all the way there. His fluid dance like running enhanced by his magic. And actually,
I think you still have extra movement if you want, because of Muggy.
oh, true. I also have some 10 more feet thanks to Muggy. Damn, Zirin can cross so many distances. Let me see real quick. Yeah, okay. This is out of question. Okay. I think he's going to provide 20 healing to Elwin. He'll reach his hand and say, and put it on Elwin's shoulder, saying, "You just did what you just saw what Judas did. Come on, I know you can do just as good."
I look at you and look back to the monster like, no, I cannot. Like you see that in his face.
Oh well, just take the 20 healing, you depressed warrior. uh, but he is going to to look a little. He'll look at the monster, look back at Elwin. Yes, you can, or we'll die.
Mm.
And that's 20 healing. And no, you know what? In all seriousness, he is going to say, "Yeah, you say you can't, but all I've seen is a survivor who's managed doing better so far." Trying to give a barding inspiration as well to Elwin.
Very thankful.
And hold his sword out and come what may. Goel's next.
Goel, you are next.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'll keep smacking this one.
Hits and hits.
Good rolls, good rolls.
And with those 2 hits, you will destroy that creature, but you will take 20, which is 10 points of acid damage.
I'm gonna smack the other one with my bonus action. For 13. Snowsong will teleport right here. For D6 and a charged attack.
You also take a single more point of acid damage from the last attack, as the creature will take 2 points of lightning damage from Snowsong.
Snowsong will do a charged attack. Let's do the charge first. And then roll for attack for hit.
That hits.
15 damage, and he has to make a DC 14 strength
The
save.
creature won't be able to go beyond that. I should not have rolled the D20. This is the damage that Snowsong gets back. A single point of damage.
That's my turn.
Judas, you are up next. I believe you've done enough. You can come back and end this.
Judas coming up from his knees looks like an old man, his arms and muscles almost emaciated, as the vitality was draining from him. As he suddenly looks up and says, "So I continue to suffer for you, mother." And as he says that, he will use lay on hands for 65 HP. What? That was supposed to, so 60. 55 health. As he stands up, suddenly his muscles bulge again and says, "I hear you. I'll continue." As he runs up and joins the rest of them, and I will slash twice recklessly. I'm sorry, guys.
If you're doing lay on hands, I don't think you have an action for that.
I don't. Yes, yes. Now just run up. Awesome. No, now I can't kill steal. Awesome. I'm glad. Actually, go for gold. You guys. That's me.
And Jethris,
Let
you are up
loose
next.
3 shots. Pew, pew, pew. This one hits, this one hits. For 13 damage. And Monkey will fly up to join the group. And smack him with a force-empowered slam. So we'll do that. Kapow. Kablamo for 10 force damage more. And that'll be my turn.
As you turn towards the creature, you hurl a few shots towards the creature, and I think just a quick HP is covered right there. Your mineral swords will actually save Maggie from getting any extra damage themselves, as the mineral sword will just burst the creature into acid. And with the target going down and this place finally cleansed, this is where we're going to put a pause until next week.
Gulp.
I have to say, that was the first time I really, really could enjoy using all those abilities to the fullest extent. It's like, oh, Bloodshed Blade. Oh, this, I never crit on a boss. That was the first time I got a decent crit on a boss.
That is what?
You are true. You crit all the time, but never on a boss. Maybe that is the
Well,
case.
never on a
You
boss.
crit
No,
on.
no, no,
Yeah, I
seriously,
hear
yeah,
that.
no,
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that.
yeah, because I always save it. I always save the HP and all that stuff for a crit on the boss or a boss fight, and never crit on the boss. I always laugh because go and everybody else crits on it, and I'm like, I have advantage, and I roll crit on a 19, and I still don't hit it. And then this time I'm like, everybody, the universe just wants me. I'm just critting this guy the whole time. Yeah, yeah. Made me happy.
Well,
Yeah.
congrats, mate. It's a great feeling.
It was a good
So many
feeling. Thanks.
crits. So many critted
Yeah.
smites.